Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. What's up, Mitch?
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Thanks for joining in here at ASV Collectibles, and I've been waiting for this. Cha-cha. Super excited about this piece. Super excited about this piece, man. So thank you guys for joining in. I can't wait to unbox it. I want to thank the Legend Lane for being here, man. Thank you very much for jumping in. I know it's been a while. Mr. Jacobs in the house. Summer's been hectic for everybody, and he has been here. And FBJ, man, thank you for jumping in, FBJ. Appreciate it. I know you've been kind of out and about, family things, summertime, work, and all that other good stuff. And everybody else that jumped on here, we got So Much 3D Roger, my traveling partner right there. And we got Mr. Popo in the house. Mr. Popo, thank you for jumping in. We do not have the Marcos Mora today. He is somewhere, bachelor party. I'm not quite sure. Maybe a third world country. He might not be back. I don't know. But
kind of happy. Never bride, you know?
Yeah, kind of happy. He's not going to say asinine things to us today and frustrate Lane to where he's going to lose his shit. So, but he will be missed.
Hey, all I know is that I got from an acquaintance, I got sent her wedding photos and some of that stuff. And it was absolutely a wedding I wish I had been a best man or something in, because it was a Sailor Moon Dragon Ball wedding. So she was done up as Sailor Moon, Princess Usagi. Her husband was done up as Goku. The best
Thank
friend
God it wasn't Mr. Popo. That's all I know.
No. One of the guys was Piccolo, and one of the guys was Vegeta in full battle armor outfit, and
that's funny.
Painted up in the whole thing. And her bride, her best friend, was Sailor Mars in like a wedding outfit style thing, and her mom then was also one of the other Sailor Scouts.
That's kind of interesting. That's cool, man. They're all anime themed wedding, man. That's pretty dope.
They had to collect all the Dragon Balls just to give him 2 more.
Yeah, they would wish you for at least 10 years without a divorce.
That's hella funny, man. Just go walk around. There's Dragon Balls laying everywhere. If you could find them, the bride will make a wish for you. That's funny. That's really dope. But again, thank you guys. I can't wait to start putting this bad boy together. For those that do know, XM Hulk Transformation. You got Bruce Banner. You got Hulk, 2 separate bases. For those that don't want to display Banner, don't have to. If you want to display Hulk, we'll display Hulk. We get real close. We'll take a look at all the details and stuff like that. And then once we do the unboxing, man, you guys have any questions for me or anything like that about StatueCon 2026 Collector Zone? Thank you, Marcos, for putting that together for us and inviting us there to enjoy the festivities. I shout out again to Roger for So Much 3D. He was my traveling buddy. I landed in Dallas. He took the same plane. We got over there. It's a long story, and it ended up being a frustrating story, pretty much. Like, we were just kind of done with everything after we had to get our next flight. But real fun. A lot of things.
You can't stop there. It's like telling them
no. This is unboxing first, and then we'll get to it. But I did want to say,
however, just for the public service announcement, you say anything bad about this statue, and then you get banned for a month. That's what William was saying at backstage, because he's completely biased, and everything is 10 out of 10. We are under the same instruction too.
I don't do ratings anymore, so I'm not biased. The bias for the way. But I will say this, and I said it. If you guys have not watched my interview with Weta, I had to eat my words. That's why I love that Jacob's here. We're going to talk about that after the unboxing, because I'm not the type of guy or collector that's just going to stick to my guns on what I say initially. You see things on the stream. Yeah, you see things on the stream. We look at pictures, we look at videos, we talk about these pieces and all these other things. But there are those occasions where you see them in person and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to have to, redact things that I said, and maybe I was wrong about certain things and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to talk about these things with you guys. And not only that, I will give you my studio of the night for the studio that won StatueCon, in my opinion, because there were several studios. There were Caustic Plastic, there was Pure Arts, we had Weta, we had Sideshow, there were a lot of other people there, other streamers. Shout out to those streamers, Cool Ice for Black Ice. that was there. Also, I met Jen Mint. Jen Mint is an awesome human being, great person. So shout out to you as well, Stephen, Jen Mint. Thank you again for having that conversation with me. And we also met, for those Star Wars guys, D Tails. He was an actor. He was in a lot of the costumes and stuff like that for Star Wars movies, shows, and a video game. So hopefully I can have him on the stream one of these days, and he could talk about all his Star Wars stuff. So if we get any guys on the panel that are unboxing the Star Wars figure, statue, or whatnot, maybe he's willing to come on and hang out with us and watch the unboxing and talk about his story. Great human being as well. Awesome. Everybody there was just amazing. It was just an amazing time. So let me shut the hell up.
Everybody that goes there every year says how laid back everybody is and just a good time. That's what they always say. Yeah.
No, it's super laid back, super chill. Really fun time. I recommend it to everybody. But let me get to the statue. Start taking that apart. I'll start bringing things. First off, I can actually reach over here. I will grab the art print. We'll start with the art print first. Sorry, I took it out. So there you go. See, I don't want to get that glare there. Fantastic art print.
Do all the XMs come with art prints?
No, and I don't think they do it anymore. Well, they don't do anything anymore. But
I was going to say it, but I didn't want to say it. So,
so one box comes all this goodies here, all these goodies. So there you go. That's that. I can put that away, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty here in a minute. But let me switch over here, and I'll move over. But anyways, guys, how are things going with you? I know, Jacob, you said you've been super busy summer.
Yeah, and summer is typically my busy season with painting. But no, dude, my house is a fucking mess. It's been all summer. They had to dig up around my entire house to put in a French drain. Some of my walls were leaning in the basement. They had to fix that. They put in an egress window to get that life-size Balrog statue in, and then they were finishing up a room. So I've had to move all my boxes of collectibles that are unopened like 5 times, and like everything's just a mess. So no, but it's coming to an end, which is nice. But then I got a million other things to do. Like I got to get rid of all these stupid fish tanks. That's going to take forever. I got like 20 Maja cases to put together. That's going to take forever. And then I got to unbox like 3 years worth of stuff. So, but it's coming.
You do have 3 years worth of stuff. That's for sure.
I do. It's crazy. It's crazy. That base looks great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really, really good. But yeah, no, I want to go to StatueCon, but dude, it was just too much. It was just too much for me.
Yeah, you had a lot going on.
But no, that's what I was telling somebody. I'm like, how do billionaires do this when they have 1,000 million irons in the fire? I don't know if it's just cocaine, but like they get 2 hours of sleep and they're just doing all this stuff, making billions of dollars. And I have like 3 things going on, and I feel like my beard hair is going to fall out. You know what I mean? It's not good. It's not good.
It's not good. Your beard hair is better than your head hair, and I
Dude, I have nothing.
Know what's going on.
Nothing up there. Nothing at all.
Look at it. Marcos is missing it.
But yeah. Look at that.
Booty time. This is exactly, I mean.
Hey, what's up, Matthew? Thanks for jumping on. Mr. Alan Kiefer's in the house. Thanks for jumping, Alan.
Bounce, bomb, bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want my calves to be like that, man.
Yeah.
That's what you'd want? It's big calves more than anything?
No, I want big arms, big calves, big pecs, but he was just on the calves, man. So,
Dude, screw legs, dude.
Dude, those toenails is really what Freddie's after.
I'm not gonna lie, his feet look better than mine.
Those are New York Knicks toenails.
I need to hit the gym, man, so I can start lifting up statues like
Shit, me.
William.
Well, actually, surprisingly, this one's very light. I do believe that this one, the Red Hulk, I think these were all hand sculpted. I don't think they, did 3D prints and stuff like that with these. The base was very light. I thought it was going to be a lot heavier, but it's not. And the body's pretty light as well. At least this lower half is. We'll check
When
the
did
rest
this
of
one originally come out?
every time we ask that question, I never look it up. Man, I want to say 2018 or 2020, something between those two.
Okay, so it's not old, but it's definitely been around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Freddie, what have you been up to? You look tired as hell, dude.
He's having his kid running him ragged normally.
That's true.
I was on family vacation recently. That's why I'm tired.
Where do you guys go to?
I was on a cruise, man.
Hell yes. Where to?
It ported out of Orlando. So Orlando, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Bahamas.
Remember how all those countries?
There's one more. There's one more I'm missing.
Yeah, you don't remember them all? They're all the same.
Yeah, it was a 7-day cruise, man. It was like 4 or 5.
7 days.
Islands. Yeah, that's part of the reason.
That's like the ring days, dude. Like 7 days. Like that's.
I generally try to do 5, but the package was the way the package, as far as money wise, 7 days. Like I spent less in this package to do 7 days than I would for 5 days for another cruise. So I just decided.
As a dad and a husband, how nice is it going on a cruise and not having to plan anything, dude? And everything's just done for you, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless the cruise ship breaks down, then is when you have problems.
Or you has a virus and you're just stuck on there forever.
Yeah. Well, we did have to plan the excursions, because once you get on the island, sometimes.
Yeah, once you get on the island.
Oh, come on, dude! There's like 5 excursions to choose from, and you go to the.
There's a few.
I'm gonna stay with the dolphins. I'm not running through the rainforest. I've seen Apocalypto. My ass is grass, dude. No way.
I don't think they have that type of people anymore over there. I think you could be okay.
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
Over there. What do you mean by that?
Well, considering that they're not Aztecs, no, they're not Aztecs, nor 16th century, early 16th century tribesmen. No.
But family vacations, man, are never vacations.
No, they're work just for your family.
Lane, this is the one time I've heard Google Lane be wrong, because Apocalypto were the Mayans and not the Aztecs.
Oh wait, that's right.
Yes,
You're right.
Yep.
It's the Mayans.
Google Lane. Did you say Google Lane? He said Google Lane.
Lane got his history
but it's
wrong,
not.
man.
But it's not even exactly an accurate. That movie is not exactly accurate presentation of the Mayans.
Who knows, dude? They walked around their boobies hanging out. I know that's true.
That was Mel Gibson doing his selective use of history, like he did in The Patriot, and also he did in even more so in Braveheart.
Dude, all I know is people shit on the Patriots' history. I love that movie, dude.
It
was a good movie.
If you're approaching it from a somewhat accurate and not completely ridiculous, because ridiculous story, yes, it was a fine story. I think Braveheart is actually more inaccurate, because Robert the Bruce, never allied with Edward Longshanks. Edward the Longshanks was not a very nice guy to the Scots at all. That's why he's called the Hammer of the Scots. But he was a pretty average for his cruelty in comparison to most medieval kings.
All I know is Mel Gibson gets a bad rap. I kind of like.
But Jacob, you got to remember, I was a history major in college, so I'm willing to set aside certain things. And I like Braveheart. I enjoy Braveheart as a movie, but it's so the Battle of Falkirk is completely wrong. It was on a bridge. That's why the Scots helped destroy them. They They attacked him while they were part on the bridge on both sides and killed a whole bunch of the British.
I'm a science major, and I don't believe in electricity. What's the difference? Like, it's all magic.
Yes, I understand, but
it's all magic.
It's just that. All magic by the butt. You know what actually?
It's all magic.
That reminded me of a movie called the Prestige, where they talked about the you know, what was it, Tesla, and it was Hugh Jackman, I mean. And like, you know, it being magic and stuff like that. But it was actually science.
Hugh Jackman are two different guys.
What? David Bowie is Nikola Tesla? Like, what? Like, it was magic. It's all magic.
Yeah. That was awesome, man.
Nikola Tesla, that was not science. David Bowie has not a science bone in his body. Maybe a gay bone, but not a science bone. It's all magic, dude. It's all magic.
That was all science, but the movie was based off of magicians, right? That's what I thought was cool, because, you know, they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Freddie, I'm not a learned man like yourself. I've seen The Prestige like 4 times, and I still have no idea what the fuck is going on in that movie half the time.
I saw it recently, too. It was a great movie. I really liked it.
Now, did you know what was going on, or are you just saying that because everybody else is like, oh,
no, man, come on. What do you mean you don't know what's going on?
What's all those, like, they're just replicating themselves? Is that what it was?
Yeah. It's basically replicating himself.
That's all it was. Like, he invented something to replicate themselves.
Yeah, to pull off the magic trick. So he wanted to be the greatest magician of all times, you know. But
speaking of,
I don't want to ruin too much in case somebody's.
That movie came out like 2004. It's okay.
I know, but
some people may not have seen it, like me.
But yeah, I don't want to ruin the what do you call it? The Prestige, right? Because that's what they call it. They get the magic tricks. The last thing with the revelation is called the Prestige. But I don't want to ruin the Prestige of the movie.
I want to ask William a question quick.
Yeah,
hey, William.
Yeah.
When you spoke to Caustic Plastic, did they talk to you, or did you ask them at all about their Jarrett, the Goblin King from Labyrinth figure? Because they had that at SDCC a few weeks ago. David Bowie. Bowie.
Well, he had that David Bowie from Labyrinth in there. He had a couple of those pieces in there. What's that?
Yeah, I had Hoggle, the little
I love the Labyrinth
guy, and also had one of the Goblin knights.
I do.
Who and who?
I think when I post the interview with him, I got all the detail images and stuff like that. Actually, his Evil Dead Ash is fantastic, quarter scale, really good piece.
Yep.
The mixed media on that piece is awesome.
Which one was that? What company?
The Caustic Plastic. I think it's Infinite, right? With they merged with Infinite or something like that.
Is that one of
or they're doing a collab, I think, with them.
Which Ash
collab with
that? Yeah, they did.
It's the one with all the little ashes. I think was that the first one, Evil Dead 1 or 2? One.
If it's Army of Darkness with the evil ash.
It's Army of Darkness, yeah.
I'm just trying to keep them all together because there's like 3 different Army of Darkness ones. There's PCS.
There's Evil Dead. Well, yeah, no, the PCS did the statues.
No, I'm talking about the statues. So like the PCS one, and then you had like
I think
whichever one used to be PCS, and then
PCS had one. There was a 6-scale figure, I think, that was by Sideshow or somebody else within the last couple of years that looked like hats. It was horrible. And then there's the Caustic Plastic quarter scale,
which is Infinite Studios. You said, right? Is that what I need to look up right now? Infinite Statue. That one?
Yeah, that's it. Infinite Statues. I believe that's the name.
Yeah, Infinite Statues.
Freaking David Bowie's at the top. We're just talking about him. Here's the Ash one. Hey, Will, since we're not supposed to talk about StatueCon, but we're talking about StatueCon, is that Infinite Statue one with Ash? Does he have to be holding the book like that, or is there a swap out for that arm?
No, I think he's holding the book like that. I don't think there's a swap out for the arm.
There's no swap out?
The honest, it was just displayed, and I didn't ask if there was a swap out because I didn't think about if there was a swap out for it.
No, that's fine. That's
So-
not like you're like one of your favorite IPs. I get it, dude. It's all right.
Well, I
No,
mean,
that
I do
was-
like the. I did take a good video of which DT Tube had in his home was Evil Dead, where she's the 1/3 from PCS. So there was that one that was there, which was a
So-
great piece as well.
Jacob,
wait.
you know what's
What Evil Dead by PCS? Which one?
There's a 1/3.
The quarter
It's a big
scale
one?
of Army of Darkness
I think it's the Army of Darkness.
with the chick on the bottom
Yeah, that one.
with the face that doesn't really look like Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
that
she's
one?
kind of crawling out, kind of, and he's outside. Yeah, that one. It was a cool piece. I took a video of that, and then the other one was from Caustic Plastic. Oh, this piece right here.
Roger, I was just looking at Conan too. That Conan looks freaking dope. That one looks
so
good.
So Jacob, what I want to say right about the Caustic Plastic, which I think those Conans are the best I've ever seen that has been done, and I'm talking about even with statues. I'm actually in on the whole line. I'm actually gonna put my money in. So I want the base. I want everything. I want both. Yeah, they look amazing, man.
Yeah,
Man.
the Conan with the deluxe base looks really
Yeah.
good.
And he said in the interview the only way to get the base, all of those things with the base, is to get the whole package with that includes both. So I'm gonna end up having to
How
get
much?
both Conans with the war paint and the regular.
How much is it?
Oh
For
gosh,
both.
man! I think it's for both is at least I think a little over 1,000 if I'm not mistaken with the base
Man.
and everything.
I wish these were not figures because how much better does this look than the
It is.
Arnold,
It
dude?
is. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry I can't pull this
Yo,
up
but
right
did you
now.
you see it displayed though, but you see it with the diorama. It looks amazing, man. Albeit 1/6.
Dude, that's crazy.
Man.
That looks so much better than the half scale. That's wild.
It looks just like Arnold, man. That
But it
Arnold
is
and that,
really-
This one
era,
has
yeah.
real hair.
And
The
you know
other
what they,
Mhm.
you know what the thing they did as well is when you could pose his arm, make it posable. It actually gives you the wrinkles in between. Like they specifically sculpted it that way, so when you fold it, it actually looks like folds. And I was like, oh man, his stretch marks are there. And the guy, and Fabio was laughing. He's like, yeah, we purposely made it that way, so when it folds his arm,
That's
you'll
awesome,
see
man.
the actual lines. It doesn't look all blobby and muddy and stuff. I was like,
Which
dude,
is-
that's dope.
Dude, the PCS Conan, they didn't sculpted hair. Did they do glass eyes? I don't even know. Like
I don't remember if they did glass size.
in half scale, how do you do sculpted hair? Like that's crazy. But no,
It would have been
that's
awesome if they did rooted or yeah, if they did rooted. That would have been good.
yes, yes. No, that one comes out, that Conan, that figure looking like that prototype. Oh man, that looks just like art.
Yeah, I have yet to see a statue that really did justice to the Conan, the Arnold Conan. So
I'm
but
surprised. I'm literally just on this Facebook page going through this group. I'm surprised they're so into Labyrinth, dude.
I love Labyrinth,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
that's a good
Labyrinth.
move.
Like the Labyrinth, did not do good for Weta. Like it did
Yeah.
not do good. So I'm surprised another company's picking it up.
What
Labyrinth,
sucks?
Labyrinth is old, man. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and it was,
It's a classic,
you
man.
know,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. It's Jennifer Connelly back then. Jennifer Connelly now. Jennifer Connelly and Maverick was great. But I mean, it's just I can get it because that's a very 80s movie, and
So,
it's also
Lane, to go to so I don't you would know more than me because you've been in it more with the 1/6 discussions in the shows and stuff. But I want the Labyrinth. I actually want to go in on Labyrinth, right? But what I don't like, and I understand it's marketing and stuff like that. What I don't like is that I can't get all the diorama piece. I have to specifically get
the super
specific-
deluxe triple.
yeah, and because
Right,
I actually
from-
I want
That's how all of theirs are, even like the Frankenstein.
yeah, because I want the Goblin And I want I
So,
want both, but I can't get both dioramas. And that's the thing
one
that bothers
issue.
me.
So, guys, one issue here is the electrical conduit cables here on this point where my finger, this point, this end's not pegging in on this side because the distance is too far. So I might end up having to get a heat gun and kind of heat it, and hopefully I could stretch it so I can get it to peg, but it's not reaching.
Jeez,
That's
I
sucks.
see it.
Yeah, this kind of wobbles a little bit, and it's like, it's a little bit wobbly, but it won't reach. So I'm assuming it kind of shrunk with the cold or it being in storage, because this was boxed up for a while. It's not pegging. I'll probably stretch these out a little bit. Hopefully, I don't snap anything while
That looks like it's a whole half an inch.
No, yeah, it's quite a bit.
lot.
It's about a half an inch. Yeah,
That's a
that's
lot.
why I'm kind of concerned that if I can even
Think how
stretch
much
this out.
magic's running through there. So much magic's running through there right now.
Yeah, see, like if I push it, maybe like that, but see, like each piece has a wobble to it. So I'll figure it out. I mean, right now it's being held by that other piece of mechanical that's part of this ring there. So it's just sitting there. So it's not that big of a deal. It is off to the side. So when I display them like this,
You can't notice it, yeah.
you really can't notice it. Just it still looks seamless. But obviously, when you're going to show it to guests and stuff, and they come up and they look at it, they're like, "Oh, there's a big gap there." So I could say one or two things.
Holy crap!
I could say shut the hell up, or
I'll just say he broke it, man. He's going berserk. It's meant to be
True.
that way.
I need to finally ask Freddie. I need to ask Freddie something in his face. Are you going to get that Alien Queen figure? I've been wondering now. I know if they end up putting the power loader out, are you gonna? Is that?
That's the thing. I would like all three. I would like Ripley, Power Loader, and Alien Queen. But man, that actually is something I actually would get in statue form.
Well, you can get you've got an 8,699 version. You can do.
I know. If I get all three, that would be my Alien setup.
Yeah.
For that,
yeah,
that would be it.
I already have Ripley. I have Ripley on order. I got the artisan version of her. But I'm waiting for the power loader because I can't fit the Queen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the Alien Warrior figure.
I would get Ripley first, then I would get the power loader, and then after that, down the line, then I would get Alien Queen. So, yeah.
Once you could fiddle with it in some sort of setup. But that Alien Queen's 40 inches long.
I know.
Like she's and everybody's saying she's undersized. She's too small. And I'm like, are you saying 21 inches tall and 40 inches long is not big enough?
But you know what? I did see it. I thought the same thing without even measuring. She did look small compared to what next to Ripley. So I think it is. I feel like it's underscaled.
Yeah, but it's so huge anyway. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's so big. Yeah. Yeah, but that's interesting.
So this is the banner base. Just gonna put it right there like this. So the banner base is interesting. The cable right here, this cable right here, it's tore off, and it goes to this cable, and this base tore off. So you kind of just put them together like so, and they kind of match within each other. So I do like that detail there where they added those two, where they should tie into each other.
It's consistency.
So cool.
You don't need to fix that cable in the back. Like it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, the big one back there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's broken, man.
I mean, but the problem is you can see the peg. So it's like, what kind of conduit cable is this where you can see the peg? But
Jarvis Lane, what year did this statue come out?
Well, we were talking earlier. William said he thinks it's 2018, 2019.
Dude, how ahead was XM of every other gun?
Yeah, you mean ahead of when they put their head up their ass? Apparently, quite a bit.
I'm just saying, dude, their statues back then, freaking amazing for that time.
I think this one, for as much as we were talking backstage, Will and I were talking before you guys came in backstage. Will, obviously, this is a grail piece for him, and since XM has gone into the toilet bowl. since we don't know, yeah, that banner, that banner ain't gonna work. That's a part of the standard center I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like the banner face or anything.
His clothes look great.
His
clothes.
clothes are
Everything
his
on
clothes is
great.
fantastic.
That was great.
His freaking lab coat. Oh my god, the paint looks so good on the lab coat. It does look like
his magician's cloak.
His magician's cloak. It actually looks really good. I like that detail right there where he's going green.
Oh yeah, dude, that's cool. That's really cool.
And then you come over here on his shoes, his socks, and then like his pants. Obviously, it's tearing. It's going green right there.
Yeah.
I like the white textures here.
I highly recommend, if you're a Hulk fan, you need to read the current run of Philip Kennedy Johnson with Hulk. Started with the most recent volume of Incredible Hulk, which was about 30 issues long, and then they had just finished Infernal Hulk, which was 10 issues.
The Infernal Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, and that leads to there are going to be 4 one-shots that I'm not going to read because I ain't spending money on one-shots, but it's leading to the Hulk War. It's basically the Hulk having to try and stop the Age of Monsters from coming to pass. And it has some of the most gross Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk transformations ever. Had some really good. The Infernal Hulk had a couple issues that were really, really good with Betty Banner. It's been a great Hulk story so far, and
I can't forget his tie.
Nope.
the lab coat tie there, and then it did come with the plaque, so you got your plaque. Right there. I don't know what number this is. Statue 750, I think. Yeah. Well, there you go. I'll put it right here on the little corner. It does fit. There it is. Yeah, I can't say too many bad things about this piece because there aren't really that many bad things about this piece. The paint, obviously, for XM at the time, it was ahead of its time. Now that we look at it nowadays and, going to StatueCon and seeing all those other statues that are newer and the upgrades they have done to paints and application, this is still great, but those are getting better, with the micro detailing and things like that. The only thing I would say that really puts me off a little bit is the paint on the base. I think the Hulk's paint is great. Maybe I'd add a little more yellows and blues into his veins, just slight touches here and there. I love his paint color. I do love the green on this. The anatomy is great. He's not oversized, and I know with Hulk, you can kind of play around with his size. You can make him a little bit bigger. You can make him smaller. I think this works just perfectly for my Avenger line that I have coming, or that I have. I'm only missing one, and he's on a boat. So he'll be here. So one of 2 grails I have received. Now, the part of the base that I would like to upgrade and paint is just all the metallic. Like the diamond plate flooring, the way they sculpted it and they bend it and things like that are great. But it still needs a lot more contrast and some depth in the diamond plate. Same with the trim, the metal on the trim. Usually you're in a lab, things like that, any form of factory that deals with chemicals. Everything's usually stainless steel. And this doesn't give me stainless steel vibes. It's just like standard, you're just standard steel on there. So maybe at the time they didn't have the techniques for the paint, but we do now. I feel that on the edges they could have done a little bit more dry brushing just to kind of give it that wear and a little bit more of that destruction that you see happening here. But
maybe it's
other than that,
adamantium flooring. Who knows? It could be adamantium.
What's that?
It could be adamantium flooring.
It's not, because he's bending it. If it was flat, then I'd be like, it's adamantium, but he's bending it. Nice try, Jacob. Nice try, okay? No. But other than that, like Banner's hair, I think maybe they could have done some dry brushing as well, just to make the tops a little lighter. Hulk's hair is great because there are some highlights of green in the brown, so that came out really good, and I'm pretty sure you can see it on the video. So I really do appreciate that. And that's pretty much it. Like, you know, all the pieces that look brass have some highlighted brass colors on there and some wear. They really went into detail with those sort of things. I do appreciate that they used real cable. Like you can, like these copper wires, you can actually bend them. They're not sculpted wires. They're actual copper wires. So I think that was a cool touch with this piece.
That might
like
be
I said,
worth the whole statue. Copper,
maybe
dude.
just those little copper there, you know, it'll probably be.
Some homeless guy breaks into your house and just takes the wiring.
He's like,
out of
oh,
your
look,
fucking-
little copper.
Shit.
I'm
Just
just
rips it
gonna
out.
take this copper. Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, man, this piece is a fantastic. I love his teeth. His eyes look great. I don't know if they were glass eyes or not, but they look like they're glass. But it could just be the epoxy sheen they put on there. And it's probably one of my favorite portraits for Hulk so far. But I do want to say that the new Sideshow Hulk, I do like that portrait as well. I'd say that's probably my number 2 favorite. This one's my number 1 favorite. And then the detail on the nails. You know, they went from dark to light to kind of grainy, a little bit of chipping there on the nails. Obviously, he's not giving himself a pedicure or manicure. So I do love that detail. So they really thought ahead of the time when they were making this during that time period. So kudos to the retired XM studio people that worked on this particular piece. It's a grail. I don't know if there's going to be a Hulk that can actually beat this piece. In my opinion, this is my opinion. You have your favorite Hulks. I know Lane has his. Especially he has his own favorite Bruce Banner because this is not it. So we'll just kind of leave it there.
I think we'll leave Bruce Banner just away in general most of the time.
Just away. But yeah, what do you think, Freddie? What's your thoughts? How do you feel about this piece?
I've always loved this piece. If I was doing the whole Marvel route, this would be one of the first statues I'd try to get, because I always love the whole duality type stuff. You know, which is kind of why I gravitated towards that Supercraft. You know, with the Batman that they're trying to bring out. I just like the whole duality thing, and
Focus on the trying part of your focus on the trying part of your statement.
Yeah. So yeah, XM really nailed this one, and congrats, you got to see a collection, man. I live vicariously for those who have it. You know, somebody was to gift it to me, I'd proudly display it in my collection. You know, but yeah, I like it, man. It's cool. That's
good. Well, I'm glad you like it. I really appreciate the congratulations there from everybody for me picking up this piece. The next one's going to be even better grail than this one. Jacob, your thoughts, man?
I mean, this freaking thing is what, 8 years old?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, and like companies really didn't start like trying to change a bunch of shit until after like COVID, and there's a lot of money in the market. Mm-hmm. So I mean, this still looks freaking good. Like, Hulk statues are weird because it's like I don't know what people are expecting. It's all green and blue shorts. Like, there's not like you can't really screw up the paint job too much. All you have to show is him smashing the shit out of something, and I see that here, and it makes me happy. But I like this one. How do you feel about the Queen Studios one, the 3rd scale one?
It's MCU, so it's a movie piece, so it's really hard to it's kind of hard to compete in terms of movie and comic. This is obviously way more comic. That's a movie piece. The problem with that, and I'm gonna get to that later on when we talk about Weta, is that you're seeing something that they're posting and you're not seeing it in person, so you don't really have. It's more of a biased, opinion. Well, I guess it wouldn't be. I mean, if you really love the Hulk, it'd be biased, but if you don't, it's not biased. Or if you're a big fan of Queen Studios and that's the only company you buy for, then you're technically biased and you're going to say it's the greatest Hulk ever made. It looks fantastic, and for it being silicone and you can move the arms and things like that, right? It's pretty much a 1/3 Hulk figure. It's not technically a statue, right? So if you're okay with that and you want the silicone and you want that likeness. To me, the likeness is there for their 1/3.
I still can't believe it's like 2 pieces.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's very hard to wrap around my head how it's 2 pieces. Do they mean the base and the body's 2 pieces,
Yes.
or
Yes.
yeah, right? So it's like, so you can't pull the head off, you can't pull the arm, so it's going to come in a crate, obviously, because it's 1/3. So what's a 1/3 Hulk? What did they say it was? 105 centimeters, 110 centimeters, something like that.
Something bananas.
Yeah, it's something bananas.
Yeah,
But it's.
My problem
If I get a hold of one, or someone locally has one, and I can do a review on it, then I can give you a better opinion on what I think. But based off what I see, it's a fantastic piece.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's hard to do with like comics. Like, how much better can you get for a comic piece like this? Like, you don't want silicone because then it doesn't look like a freaking comic. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much better you get than this. So
I mean, like I said, I think right now it's great. Like, I mean, just look at the energy he's putting in. He's really like breaking free out of something, right? He's really they put a lot of movement and energy into the piece. I mean, look at his back, just his back himself, right? Looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger and pumping iron right there, just kind of doing that pose. And I think maybe
a million rocks inserted into his skin because he's even stronger than that. Like,
right. So it's just, and I think that's what I gravitated more towards this piece, was just the energy behind it, and what it's conveying and the story it's telling. And I'm really big on that. I do love my museum pieces, but I would love them to say something, right? To really have my imagination take over and be like, okay, what is this person doing in terms of, this museum piece? And when you get extremely dynamic, like if you get a Spider-Man versus Venom, they're battling it out. It's like there. But when you have a single piece and he's doing something, then your imagination kind of goes and you enjoy the collection. That's just my opinion. For this, we know he's transforming, right?
How tall and deep is this statue?
Well, the height, I lost my tape measure. But depth-wise, he's
you got your all comparing sizes.
When he okay, so I know my turntable is 24-inch diameter, and this fits the whole thing. So that's where I'm getting that from. So it's pretty much a 24-inch diameter base. And then the height, I'm thinking, from what I'm looking at, it's probably about 26, 28 inches tall.
Okay.
From the bottom up, yeah. I can get it accurate, or we can go on XM Studios and see the actual height on it. Oh, wait a minute. We got a special guest up in the house. Special guest right here, man. What's up? My boy Jonathan from the Black Ice, man. Thank you for jumping on with us, brother.
What's good, man? How y'all doing?
It's all good, man.
How are you doing?
What up, Black Ice?
Man,
thank you for jumping on the panel. I'm not sure if you know everybody, but I'm pretty sure you know FBJ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We got Jacob and we got the Legend Lane. So thank you for jumping on. Really appreciate it, man. Anything you want to talk about? I'm sorry you came in a little bit later. I know we messaged a little bit later, but I went through Jacob. Let me go through Legend Lane, and then based off what you're seeing, Ice, you give me your opinion once Legend gives his opinion. We good with that?
All
right, go ahead, Lane. What do you think about the piece, besides you hating Banner?
Well, that's like 25-30% of it. I mean, whenever I see Banner, I usually start going back to my Red Hot Chili Peppers and start going, get away now, and stuff with him. I think the piece looks good. I like the Hulk. I kind of like, where it's like he's kind of breaking free and everything in the lab, from whatever the lab area restraint or whatever was happening with them. The Banner I don't like. For the head sculpt for him. I think the green eyes are fine, showing the transformation. But the Hulk's good. Like I said, I kind of like how the posing and stuff looks for the recent Sideshow one better. There was the Venom, the Venom Hulk, or Venomized Hulk. But this one I think is a good duo. I wouldn't use the Banner. Like I can just say, I wouldn't have the Banner. I'd have the Hulk look like he was like breaking free of restraints, like I don't know, the leader put it on or something. I think the concept's really cool, even though like we talked about it's a little bit older piece. I mean, XM when they were on, they were, really good. Unfortunately, obviously, they've circled the drain the last several years. I mean, I really like the greens, the kind of greens for the body paint, and how they did a little bit darker colorations and stuff, and everything to help define like the abs and all that stuff. I think all that looks fabulous. The bases, I think, are actually a little bit more storytelling without, sentinel hands or rocks like we normally get. So I think it is nice. And I like kind of how you see a little bit of the damage done to the, from the Hulk's feet and everything.
Yeah, from the diamond plate. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a cool little thing to include as well, instead of just having him stepping on it or anything.
Correct.
Obviously, you mentioned there's a couple things with this, with all the hosing type things and everything not working exactly. But I think it's a really solid XM piece. And hey, all that matters is what you've been after this one.
I have.
The day. Yeah. So that's what matters. Now, do I think it's better than like the LBS third scale Hulk? I think that is, to me, that's the ultimate Hulk, even more than the Infinity Hulk. But I prefer comic more times, even though I own several live. Obviously, I would say I would like, 50, 60 figures, which are all mostly live action people,
pretty much
characters. But overall, though, they did. This is a good one, and I think I would probably say I like the Red Hulk a little bit better. Like if comparing some of the other Hulk style and these large style pieces, the XM Hulk, Red Hulk, I do like that one. I think a little bit better than this one for comparison for XM of this size and character type. But hey, it's still better than 75% of any statues we still see come out.
Cool. Fair enough. And yeah, that Red Hulk is fantastic. I do have him down there below. It's probably by far my favorite Red Hulk that's out today. Still, and it's still an XM piece, and it's an older piece, and it's a banger. XM. They just held up with time. Unfortunately, their business didn't, but their pieces did. So at least there's that somewhat positive. Iceman, what do you think of this piece? Have you seen this piece in person? Have you ever owned this piece? What's your thoughts?
Never seen it in person, man. It's a dope piece. Not for me. I really don't like the banner that's on the statue. But overall, man, Hulk looks amazing. I like the overall presence of it. So it's a dope statue. I wish you could. Can you take banner off? Like, can you?
Yeah. You can take him out. He has his own separate base.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah.
So for those,
Yeah. So
for those that don't like the banner, but you like the Hulk, and you just don't think it works well with what you're trying to convey in the story of your collecting, just pull banner off, put him in the box, man.
Easy day, man. So so I like
that's it. Unless you throw the box away.
y'all stop throwing them boxes away, man. Keep them boxes, baby.
We met a few people at the StatueCon throw boxes away, almost had a heart attack.
Hey, y'all gotta stop that, man.
That's funny. Yeah, so there it is. Thank you everybody for jumping in. Like Ice is in the house, so thank you for jumping in with us and hanging out with us a little bit. I really appreciate you being here, man, and hopefully you can jump on more often, man. I got a lot of good stuff coming my way. And I love to show everybody that XM Hulkbuster will be here hopefully soon. And we'll be doing that unboxing too. So if you guys want to check that out, please jump on the channel. And that's it for, Transformation Hulk by XM Studios. One of the grails I've been looking for, and I have. So I really appreciate everybody watching. Now, where's Jacob? I know we got Ice here. Him and I were at StatueCon. We'll talk about StatueCon. There is a couple of the pieces I know Lane wanted to talk about that Prime One just announced on the PO. And I think we can spend the rest of the night on StatueCon. I want to get your vibe, Ice, because you had it worse than we did when we left. Roger and I had it bad, but you had it worse, brother, man. Give me from start to finish. Give me your vibe from StatueCon. what you saw, what you learned, how you felt about the interviews you did with the license company. What was your favorite license company? And the nightmare that happened when you left.
Man, I'm trying not to think about that nightmare, man. I actually hit them up today, man, trying to get a refund on some stuff, man. But for the most part, it was amazing. Wish we would have got a Airbnb out in South Joseph. I mean,
Yeah.
St.
Joseph, yeah.
St. Joseph, as
Yeah.
opposed to South Bend, man. We was out in South Bend, and it was rough out there, man. So lesson learned, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can, man, get one as close to the con as possible. But overall, man, it was great, man. We had a great time, man. A bunch of amazing people. I felt like this time, man, a lot of people was kind of on the same wave, whereas a lot of us, man, we just wanted to enjoy the con.
Right.
I think last year, man, everybody was kind of content heavy, where we was like, we was doing lives, we was doing all of this content, which we were still getting content while we was there.
Yeah,
I felt like this time, man, a lot of people was trying to just really enjoy the con, enjoy each other's company, network, talk to each other, and that just made it fun, man. I feel like we bonded a lot more this go round. But this was my second year coming, so I don't know how people bonded previously in the other statue cons, but compared to last year, I feel like we bonded a lot more this year. But I had a great time. One of my favorite companies, man. I mean, it's hard to not say Sideshow, bro. And the crazy thing is, I'm not really collecting any of those statues that they got coming out. But man, they got some fire, man. I mean, they have some fire. It's some amazing pieces that they got coming out right now. I know a lot of people was kind of like on the fence about some of the statues, whether it was Venom Hulk, whether it was Storm, Jean Grey, man, bruh, in person, even Omega Red, in person, all of those statues look amazing, man. So I feel like Sideshow is definitely coming with that heat. Pure Arts does some amazing statues as well, from their bust to some of the quarter scale statues that I seen. I actually purchased one of the statues from Pure Arts while we was there. So
sweet. Which one was it?
It was the Assassin's Creed
Shadow?
Yeah.
That shadow piece is dope. That was the first thing I wanted to interview Dan with. I was like, we gotta do Shadow first, man, and then we can pitch all your sales after that with your POs. I gotta do Shadow first.
I had to get it, man. So that's coming home. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks it'll be here. And then we had some smaller companies that was out there as well, man. What was the name? Infinite Statues.
Yeah, we had Caustic Plastic with Fabio. Yeah. That was well, we could talk about that. I do have a short video if you guys want me to. I can share the video. I actually have it here.
Okay.
I was gonna do a collage and post it, but if you want, we could talk. Let me find it here real quick. Caustic Plastic. I think I had him right from the jump. I believe when I walked in through the door.
They got some stuff coming, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, they had some bangers here. I actually got a lot of. Okay, I went from Caustic Plastic to straight up to Sideshow. A lot of Star Wars stuff, and then I jumped to Pure Arts. Caustic Plastic didn't have like the biggest booth, but I will once I figure out how to work this thing here. Let's bring that down. Sorry there. I mean, we could talk about it too if you want. I'll bring up the video and then we'll talk about some of their things here and some of the stuff you enjoyed seeing on the stream. Let me figure out how to share it right quick. I'm gonna share screen. You know what? Yeah, it's not letting me do it. It's only letting me share Facebook. It won't let me share anything on my computer.
Hold on. So did you click the little
Yeah, I clicked the share tab and it just pops up. Oh, wait a minute, maybe here. Windows. entire screen. Yeah, it's only letting me share some things on the web.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. I don't know how your settings are set up on there. I can't see it, so
Yeah, it's not letting me share on what's on my desktop. Only on whatever's on.
like a websites and stuff.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Well, that stinks. That maybe that's something I should have looked earlier. But in any case, yeah, Caustic Plastic, amazing group.
That's good to see them being at more of this stuff here out in the U.S. and stuff, and especially now working with Sideshow and stuff more and everything like they, or with Sideshow when they earlier this year showed off their Eric Draven, the Crow, and all that kind of stuff figure and everything. They're really trying to do a lot. I recommend you guys want to see some cool figures from them. Their Frankenstein monster, Boris Karloff, their horror monster line with Bela Lugosi, Dracula, and all that are really good. Like the Frankenstein's not out yet, but that was kind of similar setup that like FHJ was talking about, because they like the one thing is they do several different versions that have more stuff and get progressively more expensive, just like Jazzine kind of has been doing with some of it, the Catwoman figures, all that kind of stuff seems to be the way people are going these days and everything. So that you have like 5 different SKUs, you can decide what you want to do. I guess we can't be mad at Prime One for all their different versions they seem to like to do. From bonus to ultimate bonus to ultimate bonus, ultimate or regular edition, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So Ice, out of the 1,000 statues we saw there, even the figures, things like that, for you, what was the piece that stood out the most from any of the companies? Like I would say like your top statue there when you were there. Because there are a lot of bangers, man.
My top statue there. That's a tough one, man, because I seen gems in just about everyone, man, from the Fellowship of the Ring from Weta, like the one where they spiral going up.
Yep, the Fellowship.
Yeah, the Fellowship. There you go. Yeah, Fellowship.
Mr. Jacob has that piece.
Yeah, that's
but soon.
Let's get in there.
Yeah, so that one right there is definitely a grail. From Pure Arts, which is definitely that Assassin's Creed Shadows. That was my favorite one from Pure Arts. My favorite one from Sideshow would be that Venom Hulk. That Venom Hulk is amazing.
Really? The Hulk, huh?
Yeah, most definitely. Now, it's going to always, as long as Marcos has that Thanos on throne there, that's going to always be my favorite Sideshow piece.
Yeah,
buddy, man, that Thanos on throne. You need to go ahead and sell that to me, man. But
well, it's funny. I was trying to get him to sell me that old school Red Skull, the old school one with the Sideshow piece. Yeah. And he's like, no, I just got that. I'm like, bro, I gotta have it. He wouldn't sell it to me. I'm like, dude, just like, who cares? You had it. You enjoyed it. Now it's mine. Like, what's up, man?
Exactly. Go and sell it. Go and sell it. So
I know, dude. Yeah. And that Red Skull is such an old Sideshow piece. And it's got to be like, 15 years old or something like that. It's a very old piece. Yeah. But, man, it was so good, the mixed media on it. I was so impressed with it. I was like, this thing is really dope. I don't like any other ones, but that one, and it was museum, but I really love the hell out of that Red Skull.
Yeah, it's a dope one. It's a dope one, man. And then I mean those are definitely the one. Well, you know what though? I was surprised that I actually liked that the PCS 1/3 scale Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that piece in person, man. So I'm right now I'm on the hunt for it. I can't find it anywhere.
That's when he's jumping out of stained glass, right?
Yeah, jumping.
Yeah.
Marcos has that one.
Yeah. So it looks real good in person, man. So I'm on the wait list on Sideshow for it, but
let me do something here. I didn't even think about it here, and I just thought about it now. So let's I'm gonna go to let me share a screen here to
Will, what were your top ones? I missed it. I'm sorry. I was out.
Oh, I haven't done it. I was just doing it with Ice first because he's got another story to tell. But let me jump on here. Let me share this. There's like 32 images. There's some anime stuff they posted. This was from Collector Zone, and they posted a lot of their stuff. So let me share screen that right there. So we'll share that right now.
Sock, Mr. Popo said.
You talking about man, but they have a man, they hit you with them extra fees over there, man. That's
Yeah,
why
they do.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from them.
Yeah, so you're saying that that piece that you want, Marcos didn't have?
With to my mean?
So yeah, the PCS. That he wouldn't sell that piece to you. You want that piece?
He wouldn't sell the well, he said he don't know
The
if
Daredevil?
he can. No, I didn't ask him about the Daredevil. I asked him about the Thanos on Throne. But he said he don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he don't know if he can sell me that one. But I don't know. I'm gonna talk to him again and see if I can get it. I've been trying to see if anybody was selling it online. So far I seen a couple people on Facebook. Not on Facebook, but on eBay. But you know how it is with those fees and stuff like that, man. So I'm trying not to go that route.
So people had to raise the price on it and everything. So to me, dude, that's awesome, Valkyrie.
Yeah, this piece is dope. This is I don't think I recorded the shelving here with the anime stuff. That Bleach right there where he fights his hollow form in his head. There's some Naruto stuff there. There's some Hunter x Hunter. Madara from Naruto. Very good piece. This is Iron Studios piece as well. What did you think of the Iron Studios stuff, man? I think from Iron Studios, everybody really loved that World War Hulk.
Oh yeah. So I'm a huge man. I got over 350 some pieces from Iron Studios.
Right.
So when I see their statues, it's kind of like, I got these at the house. So I don't, it don't really do too much to me except for like the newer ones. So because I did see a couple of them. I ended up getting that Craven. I got the Craven.
Okay.
I want to get this Skeletor right here.
The Skeletor was dope. I really like this piece.
Skeletor is nice, man. And then the He-Man that goes with him. So I'm thinking about getting those. And I have those two right there as well. So Iron Studios always come with the fire, man, especially with those 110s, bro.
I think that He-Man was right there, wasn't it? Right in the back, right there, behind Plastic Man.
So that's the He-Man from the animated, but so that Skeletor we just showed was there like a custom kind of thing, like they did like a like their own spin on it on He-Man.
Yeah.
So He-Man and Skeletor. So I want those because it's nothing that you would get anywhere else. So I definitely want to try to find. I found the He-Man. I just got to get the Skeletor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you looked everywhere to see if anybody else has it?
I didn't. I was gonna hit Marcos up, man, and see if he'll sell that one or if he had, some more in stock or something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if I find a video here of that Daredevil that you want. There is a lot of videos. Marcos did post a lot of videos.
I think Marcos live unboxed it here. Or did live unbox it.
The Daredevil?
Maybe. I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, here's Caustic Plastic. This is just one of their pieces here. Sorry about that. Let me not sure if I know how to mute this thing. I'm gonna see if there it is. Let me go ahead and just mute the volume here real quick. This is one of those. I know Lane, you probably know more about this piece than I do. It's a very, very old movie. Let me try to put this back on stage here.
It just automatically, I'm like the old man here. Isn't that Reanimator?
Reanimated, yeah.
Instantly.
That's a dope piece, man. The Reanimated, the mixed media on it and stuff was really, really cool on it. The blood effect is good. Man. Yeah. See, so don't be mad that we say you're the old man and you know all these old movies. Come on, man.
I know
that movie. I didn't want to age myself.
Yeah, I mean, I know more like in Wayun or something like that from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but I know Reanimator, because I've seen
Right.
all the movies.
So one thing a lot of people may not know about Caustic Plastic, they don't use the clear bar peg on their figures. Their feet are magnetic now.
I
So
love
that was a very nice touch that they did that. You know, very very nice touch that they figured that out, and I think that's pretty cool for figures. I think that was one of those eyesore things where it's like you got this metal rod or a clear rod in the back, and it just kind of throws it off. But
Yeah.
now that they're making it magnetic, that really ups the game for them for sure.
I have a bunch of 1/6 figures, and I'm one of those who I don't use the rods because it just, like you said, it's an eyesore to me. Like it just messes up the
Right.
illusion. You know, I know it's a toy, right? But you know, the Hot Toys and a lot of these companies in art and stuff, they try to do realism. So just me putting a bar back there kind of just messes up that illusion. So I try to stay away from it. You know.
Yeah.
So this is Caustic Plastics quarter scale Crow. What'd you
Knock
think of
this
that,
out the
Ice?
park.
I love it, man. I
Gosh.
love it.
Whew.
I made some suggestions with Fabio. We were
Mhm.
looking at it, and I was talking to him about it. For those that just come in late, he's the owner of Caustic Plastic,
Yep.
and one thing that I noticed that it's a movie piece, and the realism needs to be there.
Oh, yeah.
One thing is their 1/6 scale figure of Brandon Lee, the Crow, is better than this quarter scale, so he's switching them. He's gonna switch the portrait from this. So he's getting rid of this portrait and putting the actual 1/6 scale. And when he showed us, it was like night and day. You're like, yeah, that quarter scale doesn't look as good as the 1/6. So his Brandon Lee 1/6 scale portrait was on point. I was like, yeah, dude, you got to swap that out. you have to swap it out. And then the other thing, the guitar was good because the guitar you can move that, but it sits on a rock that's on that concrete below his feet. And then I believe he has a shotgun on the other side. But my suggestion for him was to add some dry brush into that concrete with a little bit of black because it just looks like kind of muddy gray plastic. And he said he was trying to capture that theme from the movie where he lights the floor on fire after he kills the guy.
Yeah.
So they did great with that with the lighting, but the bass seemed a little muted. So I literally saw him send a message to his team saying we need to do some dry brushing on this. And it was great that you could talk to him and he takes your advice, and if he agrees with it, he shoots messages to his team. He's like, we got to do this because this person here I'm meeting has some great ideas, and let's implement it because I believe it will help. So that was really great of Fabio on there. So shout out to him for that. But this piece, really dope piece. There is a 1/10 scale of it. I think he had it by his little table there with Bolo and Van Damme sitting next to each other. So for those that want to grab some of the smaller pieces. So, okay. Mr. Popo, you sold your Thanos for 1,600 AUD. That's actually pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually not bad.
Man.
Yeah. So that's not bad at all. So let me take this off. But so after the events, did you go to the last evening event after dinner?
No, I didn't, man. I wanted to, but I think Piggy was tired, man, or something like that. So we ended up leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And that's another reason why I wish we weren't so far away. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't hang out as long as we did last year because we had to drive 45 minutes. So, so no matter where we went, we had at least like an hour 30-minute drive every single time. So, yeah, that kind of sucked, man.
Yeah, that was kind of a tough one for you guys, and I remember you talking about it earlier that evening about how, and I know we talked about it too, that we should all get an Airbnb next time because it was just a little bit too much. I mean, the hotel wasn't too bad, but yeah, an Airbnb with most of the crew would actually been a lot more. It would have been just as enjoyable. Not that it gets Roger or anything. So great roommate, but I think like just a whole group of guys just go back to the pad and just have a chill because I didn't go out the last evening. I heard it was crazy. We saw some of the pictures. It looked really wild, but I was like you, man. I was just like, I need a rest. Like, we're gonna catch these long flights and stuff. I need a rest. So let us know how your flight event went going home. That's the interesting story here.
Man, it was rough, man. So matter of fact, that night is when I got the cancel notification for my flight. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man.
so yeah, man. So that right there, man, already kind of like messed me up. So I was on the phone with them trying to figure out if they could get me, because I was supposed to leave out Sunday. If they could still get me out Sunday, and they tried to pull some strings, but I would have had to go to O'Hare,
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, I would have had to go out there. And that was like an hour and 45 minutes. And it was like in 2 hours. So that means
Wow.
I would have had to
I'd have been tired if I'd have missed
right
it.
then and there, and I would have still almost been late. So
Yeah.
it was too much of a risk. So there was no way I was going to make that flight, man. So so they ended up rebooking me for Monday. So thankfully I had already took off from work, because I wanted to get here on Sunday, and then, just relax on Monday and chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took my Monday from me, man. So I spent 24 hours at the airport. Like, yeah, it was definitely over 24 hours, man. So trying to sleep at the airport, man, was rough.
How many times did you eat at the airport Chili's? That's what I want to know.
Man, listen, whatever that little bar that they had in South Bend, man, I think they got about $100 of my money, man. I was eating.
remember how, like, if people want to make money, they just put an air mattress on the floor and say, you can rent this for $50 an hour, motherfucker. Like, there you go. Go drink, get fucking trash, and sleep here for 10 hours. There you go.
So just so you know, South Bend's a very, very small airport. It was just like one restaurant. I know they were going to open 2 more, but it was just like one diner restaurant. Yeah. That's the only place you can eat. The burger was banging. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The food there was good. A little pricey, was good. But yeah, you were ordering like what a couple sets of wings, and then you came back later and ordered some more. I was like, you eating again?
What else you do? What else you fucking do, dude? So, there's something else to do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So I thought I was gonna be able to like stay over there where my gate was to leave. And the police officer came up to me. He was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I was like, "Man, what you talking about? What you mean what's going on?" He was like, "Yeah, you gotta leave." So basically, they locked that area up. You know what I'm saying? Until I guess like 4 o'clock in the morning. So basically, everybody who flight got canceled, who was already there, they kicked everybody out and made us go to like the front. Man. And we had to go to the front, man, and basically just wait there till like 4 o'clock in the morning until the TSAs got there, and then that's when we could go back. So it was rough, man. It was rough.
Yeah.
What do you say? $16 grilled cheese. Yeah, it was. I did get a $16 grilled cheese, man. It was good though. I got double cheese on it,
It's an extra $2 for the double cheese.
Yeah. So it was cool, man. But it was a rough one. Because like I said, I just spent all day there, man. So trying to make sure I didn't fall asleep too long and make sure I didn't miss my flights. And then on top of it being 24-hour, pretty much a 24-hour delay, when my flight did come, it was delayed. So the time that we were supposed to leave, I think we ended up leaving like 30 minutes later. And then when we got to my connecting flight, that flight left probably about 45 minutes late. So I ended up getting home. Yeah, man. I ended up getting home probably around about 9 o'clock on Monday. So yeah.
I want to know
credit, anything? Any credit or free tickets?
So I called them today, and they ran me through the whole process on how to basically submit a claim to get my money back.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if they're gonna give me my money back or give me a voucher or what they're gonna do.
Something, man.
Yeah, some type of
package deal.
Oh yeah. So they didn't send you a $12 voucher for your delay.
So I did get a $12 voucher, man, and it didn't do nothing to that. It didn't do nothing to my price, man.
Man.
I still end up paying $20-some for the meal. So
you know, it's funny, right? I got that voucher, and then I landed in Dallas, and I was like, "Oh shit, 7-Eleven." I go there, they're like, "We don't take the voucher." I'm like, "You motherfucker!" I already got my coffee and everything. I'm like, dude, holding this thing in my hand. I'm like, okay, there's a luckily the 7-Eleven. I'm like, okay, so what's the price of the coffee? He's like, oh no, our 7-Eleven prices are like the same as the outside. So I only pay like $6 for a sandwich and a coffee. I'm like, whew. But still, I was like, why give me a voucher for an airport and I can't even use it?
Ain't even use
in certain places. Yeah, I was like, this is insane. But I did get my voucher.
Wait, maybe I missed it. Why did they cancel the flight?
So from what the guy told me is that they didn't have any flight attendants.
Come on, man.
They'll call it
serious
sick
right now.
They'll call it sick.
I'm like, man, bro, people don't.
This is what I want to understand.
Wow.
Fucking planes in our day and age, 1800s, motherfucking trains running on steam and fucking pocket watches and motherfuckers with cholera and the black fucking lung always ran on time. Always fucking made it on time.
Yeah,
and you
had to run on time.
Planes to fucking do shit that are way fucking faster. Like that's some fucking shenanigans there, dude.
Ours was a little different. I think mine was a 12-hour delay, pretty much, because we were supposed to fly at 6. We ended up flying at 10, so we were hanging with Ice until we had to leave right at the diner and just BSing. So here was the funny part. Ours were delayed because plane mechanical. I'm like, oh, hell no, I don't want to get on this plane because I'm a millwright. I know they're probably not even going to fix it, right? If it's a mechanical issue on the plane, they're probably not going to be able to fix it that day. If they half-ass it, I don't want to be on that flight. So then a storm came through. Remember, Ice? It came through, thunder, shit, building, pouring rain. So then they're like, our flight got delayed even longer. I'm like, why did my flight get delayed longer? It's a maintenance issue. They're like, no, your flight's coming from Chicago now. So I was right. They didn't fix my plane, and they brought a flight from Chicago, but they had to wait for the storm to pass. So it added an extra couple hours to our flight. So then Roger's like going back and forth trying to figure out what he's going to do when he gets to Dallas because he lives in Houston. So he ended up canceling his flight, and he drove 4 hours. And that was a story that he needs to tell because that's hilarious. And I land at midnight in Dallas, and Ice, I don't know how you slept because I couldn't. I tried to find a spot there, nobody around, trying to freaking sleep. And my luck, here comes a goddamn maintenance guy checking the plugs near the place I'm trying to nap. And he's talking loud as hell. And I talk loud, but this fool, I was like, dude, could you shut the and go somewhere else? Like, dude, I'm like on fumes. I was on fumes the whole time there, man. That was like the worst ever flying. And I told my wife, I'm glad you didn't come. I really did, because she would have, oh man, it would have been even worse with her with me dealing with this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It was a stressful situation. But at the end of the day, Ice, I think the StatueCon itself is something that I believe a lot of people need to go. If you want a low-key convention, you don't want to deal with San Diego Comic-Con and all that stuff. I personally, San Diego Comic-Con is not a Comic-Con. Okay, it's an entertainment con. It's not like it used to be. It's not what it was before. It's more about entertainment than anything else. So if you want a good spot to chill, Freddie, Jacob, I know Jacob next year will probably go. He's a little closer. Man, we'll all get an Airbnb. We'll fly out. We'll hang out. You got 3 days of fun. You got great dinners, great entertainment, and just a lot of people to chat and network in and talk to. It was a very, very pleasant week and my first time. So next year, hopefully, I'm getting the ball rolling now. ASV Collectibles will have their own product to display, and Marcos at Collector's Zone said I could display it there. So next year, I will bring a prototype and display our product at StatueCon. So cross my fingers, everything works out for that. Yeah. But yeah, man, Ice, thank you for telling me about your story, dude, and telling everybody about your story and what happened there in terms of, your flight and everything else. But I'm happy that you enjoyed the con and we got to link up and stuff. So that was really cool. Yeah. For me, personally, I feel that the company that won the show for me, honestly, because I've seen Sideshow, I've seen some Pure Arts in person, but Weta, man, Weta. I know Jacob just walked away. I might have to wait for him to get back because Jacob, because Jacob is the Weta king, all Lord of the Rings, everything Lord of the Rings, and I had to do an interview with Weta. We reviewed what I wanted them to talk about. Like I didn't want to go through everything. They had so much stuff there. But to me, they won the show. Don't get me wrong, Sideshow did great. Pure Arts was great. Classic Plastic, extremely awesome. But Weta was the one that really blew my mind. Their leaf lock, and I know Piggy bought the piece.
Just wait. 2 things I need to ask you before you go into all this.
Go for it.
First of all, how amazing are the people from Weta?
They are awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're Jules and Jack are 2 amazing people. And I believe Jules used to paint, but I think he's a project manager now.
Yep.
Extremely amazing people. And they handed out some chocolates from New Zealand. It was New Zealand, right? Ice hated the chocolate, but I loved it. I'm still eating it. I got some here. Ice's face when he just like said no, thank you, but didn't say anything. It's just that look, and he kind of slid the chocolate back over to us. It was hilarious, dude. You're too much, man. But they were. Yeah, Jules and Jack. Bats knows. We met Bats there as well. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for jumping on the stream, hanging out with us, talking about StatueCon. He was there the whole time. But okay, you had 2 questions. Go ahead.
Second question is, I don't know if you've seen Weta pieces in person before, but how great are just the environment of their pieces painted?
Yes, and that's what I was going to get to, because I look at the Weta pieces online. This is the first time I actually go in person and see these pieces, and that's why to me they stole the show. Artistically, paint-wise, direction, everything. They really tried to implement the movie, and movies are cinematic. They're fantastic. They're great. Lord of the Rings movies are great. The Hobbits are great. I do love that theme fantasy type of movies for the most part. I'm a sci-fi geek, so I love that. But they did steal the show for me, and I got to get a lot of close-ups. The Elf King on Throne. That piece is amazing.
Yeah,
like the detail. I got shorts. I haven't uploaded it. There's still interviews I got to upload. I got here. Work has been hectic. I'm on call. It's hectic. Things are going crazy, so I haven't had time to do my uploads.
He's the one master collection I do not have, but I'm going to get it from a friend, because when it went up, when that originally went up, it was like $2,800, which is expensive back then. And I'm like, This looks dumb as shit. The motherfucker's just sitting here. But then I saw it in person. And you're like, oh damn,
God! His gown, Jacob. I don't know if it's a blanket or whatever, like that kind of sheen purple or whatever colored, and it's hanging down the throne. Down to the bottom a little bit. The paint is fantastic on that thing. I was like, holy crap.
The wood staircase going up. Like, can you imagine if like companies like Prime One and them did the environments, like these awesome bases, and painted them like Weta does their environments?
Right.
Like, why are they not doing that? Like, why are they not doing that? Like,
they're and I agree with you. Their Gandalfs that I did that unboxing, it was the paint was so bad on it, except for his portrait. And so I agree with you. So when I see Lord of the Rings pieces that are not Weta, and I can compare the 2, I was just blown away. And I told them, I said, dude, you guys won the show here. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it in person. That leaf lock was great. Piggy picked it up, and I was like, dude, congratulations. Like this stuff is. Here's the thing with Weta and those pieces. It is not my IP to collect, but I want to buy them. And if you can get a guy that does not like or does not want the IP, I like the IP, does not want to collect the IP, to want to buy it, then you're doing something right with your company. I'm sorry, but you're doing something right.
But like this is the weird thing with Weta. Like, when I see other companies, I wish Weta did their faces like them. But then when you motherfuckers see Weta pieces, you're like, damn, everything else on this is painted perfect. Why can't my company do that shit? Like, they just need to combine factories and say, okay, these factories are doing these faces, and whoever's painting this shit for Weta's bases and stuff, we're doing their stuff there. And then you literally have perfect polystone that needs no silicone, no nothing. Like
nothing. Yeah, I do want to say that their portraits for each of their movie characters, I do want to say they're about 85 to 90. But they're polystone, and I've said that before. If you're polystone and you can get it to that, dude, it's a hit. It's a hit. And that's why I was telling Jacob earlier, and he didn't want me to ruin it, but I had to eat my words. When I was doing the interview with them, I told them, I said, you know what? I was on my podcast. A panel member of ours had PO'd this from you, and we were looking at the images, and I was not convinced with the portraits. I just was not convinced with it at all. But now that I'm seeing it in person, and I get my camera up close, I can get up close, I can look at it, I was like, okay, yeah, I could see it. Like, this is good. And if you're going to display it like,
is it?
And to me, it was good. It wasn't J&D 95, 85% or 95, 98%. No, it wasn't. But for being polystone at 1/6 scale, they did a good job. They really did. I don't think the images that they posted online did it justice. Mr. Alan Kiefer can vouch for how good it is. The other thing too is if you're going to display it like Mr. Alan Kiefer and the way the lighting is, you're not really going to see their portraits from 4 to 5 feet away when you're walking by it, or if there's a glass. So, and then you just got to take the story for what it is. I know we talked about the story being non-canon to the movie, and Jules explained exactly why they did that. So watch my interview with Weta, please. He explains everything about that piece. He actually was surprised of the question that I asked him because we've talked about it here on the panel. And a lot of people were like, I'm not going to PO that because it wasn't canon. It doesn't make any sense. Well, when he explains it, it makes sense. So all in all, Jacob, I'm just going to tell you, Jacob, all in all, you got yourself a grail. Yeah, I know when it comes in. I'm going to let you be the judge of that. That was just me from the outside, not collecting that IP, okay? But you're more of a connoisseur, like a fine wine kind of.
No. I'm a Miller Lite guy. No way. But
so I'm gonna let you be the judge of it. When you get it in and you have the time to unbox it on the stream, and let's kind of chat about the piece a little bit. I would like to.
Main thing is a couple things. So I heard their story behind it. Like, this is like encompassing these characters' traits. The main reason they did it like that is because they had to get all 9 fellowship on one fucking piece. Like,
yes,
I fucking did like it. Like that's the reason why. I don't give a shit what they say. Like, doing this story with this person and this person. No, everybody wanted all 9 fellowship members, and it's the only way they could fucking do it. The only fucking way.
And that's exactly what he said. He said we had because there was no scene in the movie where they're all together. So they're like, how do we get them all together? So what they did is they put them all together in there, right? Look at the movie, watch the movie again. They're not all in the same room together. They're not in the dungeons together.
When they're ready to fucking face that fucking cave troll, they're all in the same fucking room together. They're all fucking there. I promise you, they're all there. But it was too big. The base was going to be too big. It was going to be wide.
I'm just saying what he told me, and like I only watched the movie once, so I don't remember. So even the what's I don't even know the name. The weird thing that wants his precious. What's the fucking name again?
Oliver Spiegel.
Spiegel. Was he there with all of them together fighting a big?
He was in the first movie.
So there you go.
He was in the
first face for like 5 seconds, and he
was just sneaking around.
He like caught up to him, like he was in there twice.
Yeah, but then they also said that they wanted to show the dwarven art, and that's why they did the staircase inside the cave and all that other stuff. Yeah,
I get that, but here's the real question. So I'm happy that I didn't necessarily waste my money on this. And
You
I'm
did it.
glad
You did it.
it made you a believer in Weta because I love Weta Workshop because they are Lord of the Rings. But here's the main question. Is that fucking piece worth $5,000?
Well, okay. So my opinion on it, there's no piece is worth $5,000. That's just generalized. Like, I don't believe in the cost of J&D pieces. I don't care how fucking big it is. It's all polystone resin. The material's cheap as hell. That's why China is the one making all these things. You know, the raw materials aren't that expensive. It's just the labor, right? The painting and the labor. We've talked about this in the past, and Ice, you know, let me know how you feel about that. But every collector has their price. If you look at that price and you're willing to pay $6,000, $5,000, whatever it is for a rare piece, then it's worth it to you. Yeah. We had a discussion online about an X23 I have. That's a fan art piece that sold for $3,600 on eBay. People are like, "You're insane." It's like, well, no, because that's their price. That's what they were willing to pay for. Yeah. And if you're willing to pay for something that you believe that's a grail, then buy it. Yeah. And personally, for me, if I had the money, I would buy that fellowship for the $5,000-$6,000 with the shipping and stuff. I would, because I've seen it in person. I know how great it is. It's just not my IP.
Now,
right?
You guys saw they had another MC there. It was Escape Off the Road when we had the ring wraith kind of coming off the edge with the horse.
Amazing.
Is the fellowship one worth $2,500 to $2,600 more than that one?
Was that price point that high for him lunging on the horse?
So
that one was, I think, when it came out, like $2,300-$2,400.
It's like 23.
Really? Yeah. I can't remember. I know we talked about it. I just can't think of the name of the soldier running with the horse. Do you remember, Jacob, that piece that you're talking about?
Faramir?
What?
You're talking about him riding on the horse.
No, I'm talking. They had the one when all the hobbits are hiding underneath all the fucking rooms.
Yeah. I got a close-up video of that one. Yeah, I did. Yeah. That was gonna make. Dude, that's a big piece. It's not small.
It's a big piece.
It's a big piece. Yeah.
But the one that you have coming, it's way bigger. You know, in my opinion, it's way.
Yeah, it's
bigger.
like 3 of those stacks.
I'm saying, like, if you've seen the movie and it gets you in the feels and like how everything looks, like, is that one bigger one worth twice as much as that one? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think so. When you look at the character representation,
No, I agree. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm not a total idiot then. So I no. This is good, especially from like non-Weta people. No, this makes me happy. Okay.
Yeah, and
what was the do you know the ES on that Escape one?
I think it was less than the Fellowship one. Like the Fellowship one was like, I want to say like
300,
450 or something crazy.
It's like I think it was like 389 on the
something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So if it's lower, I mean so me, right? I'm asking that question because I know ES means a lot to a lot of people.
A lot of people,
ES don't really mean anything to me because I'm not the type of person that wants to sell. You know what I'm saying? I know that ES kind of matters if you want to sell on the aftermarket. ES make a big difference. To me, it really doesn't matter though. If I like a piece, I want that piece, and I plan on it staying in my collection forever. I'm one of those type of people.
Yes,
that doesn't always happen, but that's the reason I was asking about the ES. But if the ES is lower though, that's interesting.
It is not. I just looked it up.
Okay,
the ES was $500 for Escape Off the Road, and you were right. Nice. The other one's like $390.
Okay, cool, yeah,
right.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I think the best piece that they had there is the one that you got coming, the Fellowship. Like to me, I mean, how can it not be, man? It was that amazing. And then if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, bro, I mean, it has all the characters that that you love.
That you want, that you need, yeah. No, for
And Will,
sure.
you said that leaf lock one's fucking badass.
Dude, the leaf lock was so. Piggy and I were sitting there maybe about 40 minutes looking at it and talking about it. So when they did the leaf lock, the only thing, and I talked to Jules about it, it's hard to tell, but me being me, I was able to notice it, was the seam line on the wrists of leaf lock, because he's holding the two, what are those? Yeah, he's holding those two, the orcs, right? So you can see the seam line where they got to peg the arm in. So even he came back and he said, yeah, we should have sculpted some tree bark that goes over like a sleeve, right? It goes over the seam line so you don't see the seam line. But it was, that was just me like really up close getting videos and stuff like that. And I noticed it. But from far away initially, I didn't notice it at all. It was really clean. It was funny because, and I wish Piggy was here. We were chatting about it, and I kept giving him so many ideas. He was getting so pumped about like just boxing it right away. He was so pumped about it, and I was like, dude, you could just like make this piece your own. You know, you can add certain third-party elements. It's great the way it is, but I would like to add more color to it. So maybe you go to Hobby Lobby and buy some miniature apples and see if you can hang them on the branches just to kind of give it some pop. You know, I said maybe you can find little tiny squirrels and have it running up the tree or something. You can just kind of bring the scene to life a little bit more, right? More natural life and things going on in that situation. Maybe some birds. I don't know. I just kept throwing stuff in his head. And he's like, dude, you're like blowing my mind right now. You need to stop. I want to take this piece home right now. That's how fun it was. Like you can grab someone like Ice and I could go over there and look at, let's say the Egyptian queen, right? We were standing there. We were looking at it with Piggy and stuff. And you can sit there and you can chat about this piece for a good 30, 40 minutes with each person and really enjoy the company of people that are like-minded and love the hobby, and that's how great that's how great it was.
Where else on earth could you sit and talk to somebody around you in your normal world about one statue for 30 to 45 minutes?
Just there, man. Just there in person.
That's freaking awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. And you know, that's why I was telling I was trying to tell Marcos Morris, like, I know you got a bachelor party this weekend, but sacrifice, man. Just go to StatueCon, man. And let's just enjoy.
I'm the one that screwed him up bad. That was my bad that he didn't come. That was not his bad at all. I had to cancel last second with all the shit going on, and that was my fault. So that was not his bad. That was not his bad at all.
No, and it's fine. It's fine. It was just there's next year, and next year's just going to be as great. Marcos from Collector Zone really outdoes himself. It doesn't help that he's like serving everybody hard alcohol, and we're just like around statues, and we're like, dude, let's just like not knock something over. Everything's so freaking delicate there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, StatueCon has a certain level of red alert sound in your mind stuff with it, because you might as well just call it Breakable Con, and it would be about just the same name. Would get the meaning across.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I just pity the fool. I'm glad to see that like Prime 1 was not there like they were at China Joy, because I would hate to be the dude who had to take all those statues apart to pack them back up.
Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that, Lane, because I chat with Jess and Anthony from Sideshow. And they were like, that was one thing they hated, because they came from San Diego Comic Con and went straight that way. Yeah, so they were like, oh, we hate this box. They're trying to box things up. This is annoying. But
well, I'm just saying, would you enjoy having to be the dude who has to take apart that tree beard? And then afterwards,
I mean, you guys, come on, Lane. That's not a question for me. I enjoy doing this stuff all the time.
I know. I'm just saying, where if you had just been chilling doing all this stuff to pick up that tree bird, and then you're told, oh yeah, next get Devastator, which is probably like 90 pieces to take, even the prototype to take apart. Like, good luck. That's like what, 4 hours, and like they say get it done in 2.
Just about. That's when you get aid. You ask people to help, but so back to the Weta thing. Yeah, the leaf lock was really great. Did you PO that one, Jacob?
I've had it in a box for like a year and a half. Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, you gotta pull that. You gotta pull that thing out of the box.
Hey, so How much is that leaf lock?
So it's a sad story with the statue because like everybody that collects Weta was butthurt because they missed out on Treebeard. So somebody at Weta who's helps with the movies, helps with all the statues, his name's Daniel Falconer. He came up with like this whole idea for leaf lock. And this is something like Weta, there's this like ghetto forum called Flame of Undoon. It's like literally like MySpace from like back in 2001, and this is what all these Lord of the Rings collectors talk on. And like Weta watches it, and they read it, and they saw people wanted this. So Daniel's like, "Yep, here we go. I'm going to do this for them. Everybody wants Treebeard. Here's a miniature Treebeard." So he made it, and it was like 1,600. I saw it. I'm like, I'm POing this right away. This thing's awesome. That shit didn't sell like at all, and they had to like cut it down to like $900, dude. Like, so no, it's too bad. But everybody that has it says like, man, this statue's fucking awesome. It's awesome.
Okay.
No, it is. It's an awesome piece, and I was wishing they had the Treebeard there. I really wanted to see the Treebeard, so it would have been nice to have more pieces there.
Well,
that was one of the things.
You guys next year, when my whole basement's fucking done, hopefully by that time, you guys are more than welcome to come. It's a 2-hour drive, and you can see little Treebeard. So there we go.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. 2 hours ain't much, you know. But and then the only thing with Pure Arts was I do love that shadow. I'm glad you got that shadow. I'm a big fan of Odyssey, so that Cassandra quarter scale. I got a close-up video of that. I really, really love that piece and that character. Surprisingly, Connor was really good with the snow and the wolf from Pure Arts. That was great. I wanted to see Edward from Black Flag because he's my favorite. I did also want to see the 1/2 scale because they had it at a show, I think in Japan, but they didn't bring it to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Dan about it. He's like, they wouldn't ship it to me. He's like, he wanted to bring it so bad they wouldn't ship because I am so tempted to PO that 1/2 scale. But I'm like, where the hell am I going to put a 1/2 scale Edward? But that piece is so dope based off the images. So hopefully next year at StatueCon or San Diego Comic-Con, they'll have that 1/2 scale Edward there and the Artai and, you know, the NCO and everybody else would be really, really fantastic to have that. But so for me, the Pure Arts for sure was the shadows. But I do know a lot of people really like the Batman Who Laughed bust. That was a really good bust.
It's nice. It's nice.
How big is that thing?
Detail. It's not big at all. It's
not that big. It's probably the size of my head. It's really not that big.
That's
I got a little head. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing about their bus. Like sometimes they just do primarily just the head, and then other times they may do the shoulders and stuff like that. But because I think for what it was, is it Nemesis?
Yeah, the Nemesis. Yeah, that was a big piece.
Yeah, that's a huge one. So
yeah,
that Nemesis. Oh, dude, that game sucked, but that piece is awesome.
What? That game was awesome. Nemesis 3? Nah, that was the best one.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
No,
aside from one. Come on.
I
like 3.
2 is the best. 2 is better than 3. Come on, bro.
Well, call me one of those niche peoples. I like 3. I like 3.
Yeah.
I grew up with all these games, and I'm going to tell all you motherfuckers, 2 has a special place in my heart, but 4 is the best. 2, 3 fucking.
I like 4. I like 4.
4's the best. Like you're fucking Leon Kennedy.
I like 4. Look, man. I don't like. I beat. After 4. I didn't play any other ones. I did play 2 remakes, but
6 was all.
Me personally, it was 1, 4, 2. No, it was 1, 3, 2, and 4 for me. That's how
is better than 2 and 4.
I don't know what about. I don't know. Maybe how I played it, or it just.
Nemesis gave you your second win. I don't give a shit what you say right now, but that game fucking blows donkey balls, dude. That game is bad.
So y'all don't like the new ones, man? Like 7, 8, and 9.
Dude,
7 was okay. Village was pretty good.
I didn't play.
Rekim. I don't think I played the. I didn't play the Rekim one. The newest one. I know there's another one coming out.
I
Yeah,
love 7, man. 7 is my
7
go-to.
was just, I don't know, it was like one of those Cypher, what's up, man? Here's
Thank you, Cypher. I'm not the only one.
Respect for you for years. You are dead to me now.
I'm not the only one.
So
Crazy.
y'all talking about the remake or the original? Resident Evil 3.
The original, Jacob. You know, sometimes you got to turn your brain off. Sometimes there are certain games, movies, or shows, and you just like, man, for what it was, yo, that's how I thought 3 was. Turn the brain off. Just
Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4, and you're just like, oh, my.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you, Freddie. I'm gonna give it to you right now because I'm a niche person when it comes to Predator. I like 2 better than the other ones. That's just how I like Jacob's face. I like Predator 2 better than the other ones.
it's like Jacob just went into like Bizarro World. Like, where am I?
It's like,
You guys have to be trolling right now with all this shit.
Nah.
You have to be.
Roger's like, huh? No, I do. I watched 1 and I thought 1 was great, but for some reason I just like the whole SoCal LA thing, the gangs and everything like that. From
That
2.
was 2 minutes in the beginning. That was 2 minutes.
And then hold on. And I'm from Brazil, and you got the voodoo guy. We do a lot of voodoo out there, so that was cool.
All in 2 minutes, right?
And then
another 2 minutes. And then you had
hold
all
on.
the bleeding guys.
You had chiclet motherfucking teeth, Gary Busey with a freeze gun at like what?
Hold on, and I'm sorry, but City Hunter is my favorite Predator. I like that Predator more than the other ones. I'm sorry. So I understand you, Freddie, that you like Resident Evil 3. I personally don't think so. I think 2 is the best in my opinion because it's more nostalgic to me, and I played that a lot more than 1 and 3. I did play 3 just to kind of beat it, and then I went to Veronica, and then all those other like third-party stuff. I never played 6, never played 5, but that's just kind of
5 was good. I'd be 5.
Black Ice, bring me back to reality. I have not played a video game in like 6 years. How are the new Resident Evils? Are they fine? Are they better?
Wait, did you play any of the remakes?
I like them,
did you play any of the remakes, Jacob?
I said 7. I said that 7 was good. To me, it was more of a Hills Have I kind of thing. So I didn't vibe too much with 7. 8 was, I like 8 because you had like the vampire thing, the wolf thing, and there's a small kind of town. That was pretty cool. I like that theme of it, right? And then 9, I didn't play 9. That was like the newest one that came out. I never played 9.
Yeah,
I heard it was really good.
I have it, but I haven't. I just started it, but I haven't like really gotten into it just yet. But they say it's real good, man.
Yeah. And Roger's saying right there, 9 might get Game of the Year. It must be that good. So
all I know
I
is
have not played it.
My geriatric ass hasn't played games in half a decade. All I know is, as soon as on that teaser for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, that little fucking ocarina played, holy shit, I'm buying a Switch 2 and I'm playing the fuck out of that. That's all I fucking know, dude.
That'd be like $80 or something.
What?
Well, because Switch games could be up to $80.
If it was $1,000, that little teaser got me more excited than statues have in years. It was like 5 Viagra's in my system at once. I'm like,
well, you know why? You know why, right? You know why? Because you buy statues every other day. That's why you're not getting excited anymore.
True.
You
Not true. We all have statues. All in all, lately, have been like, I don't know, doing it for me anymore. Like, it's okay. Okay. I was telling you, Legend of Zelda, when that game came into my hands,
I can't wait to see
Jacob. I started crying because I'm so happy for that game. And it lived up to every expectation. Every expectation.
I cannot wait for where Jacob is going to be out there with pictures of himself, like dressed up as Link at day 1 for the live action Zelda movie coming out. He's going to be like his little he's going to be there with his little little wooden and taped up like Master Sword from Legend of Zelda not Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time.
Little do you motherfuckers know, I have like 15 Ocarina of Time statues boxed up, all on display.
Wow.
I'm going to play it right behind.
So I like he's proving me right. Like as he's talking more,
pretty much.
Just like that, or it'll be like a big bad Ganondorf or something.
Lane, I'm gonna sing you Zelda's lullaby. Go to sleep, bitch. Go to sleep right now.
Let me. So, as for Sideshow, back to StatueCon. As for Sideshow, and I know you said you like the Venomized green, but I think what really got me in terms of just detail and the engineering on it was the Mr. Freeze. The Mr. Freeze,
man, yeah.
Mr. Freeze really, really got me excited for the progression of Sideshow and their pieces, man. The detail they put in Mr. Freeze was awesome. I don't know if they told you, and I don't know if they said it on camera. I think after I finished the interview, we talked a little bit more about Mr. Freeze. The plastic hoses that come from Mr. Freeze, the way the factory painted it, if you have it under UV, it actually gives it a little glow when you bring it indoors because they noticed it when they got the prototype they brought in. So those plastic hoses that are tied into the metal pieces, they glow. So I don't know if that's going to be mass production, but he did say, I don't know if he said that was a proto or if it was a sample. It might have been a sample. I think production pieces are all going to come out like that. But he was telling me, he's like, yeah, we had it outside. We brought it into a room that was darker and it was glowing. I was like, dude, that's dope. He's like, it was on accident. I don't know what they did with the paint in the factory, but that's how it is. And we liked it. I was like, dude, I think that is amazing. The other part that I think was great, and I talked about it on the interview, was the way they frosted, the tank to, his weapons and to his body, to where it's so cold that the metal's frosting, but the hose isn't. Because usually the metal will cool faster and you'll get frost on it. So they added those little details to it. As well as the base. The base was glass, but they also gave the sharp edges more of a white. So it really brings out, the ice. I said glass, but the ice. And you can actually put a light up behind it and the ice will glow. So if you had a little light back there, you'll see it glowing. So really, really good attention to detail. So I think that stole the show for me for Sideshow at StatueCon. Great, amazing piece.
Yeah. I was impressed, man. I was impressed with it. When I initially seen that Mr. Freeze online, I was like, "Ah, come on, man!" But in person, it's amazing. It's amazing. So anybody,
it's a great piece.
Anybody who's on the fence about it, man, don't hesitate.
You guys don't think the freeze gun is too small? That's my only issue with it. The actual freeze gun, I think, should be bigger. It looks too small in his hand.
In person, I didn't really.
No,
I didn't really think so. I didn't think it was too small.
The original premium format, the freeze gun is
the
huge.
the original had a way bigger gun.
I feel like he should have a big gun, not necessarily Arnold, Batman, and Robin huge.
Yeah,
but I feel like the gun is should be really big.
Well,
I agree.
I agree in a sense. Most of the time when I seen Mr. Freeze, he had a big gun. I actually have the Prime 1 from Arkham Origins. And
everything in that was big.
Yeah.
Everything about Mr. Freeze is big.
Yeah.
I mean he's basically like walking around in a freaking spacesuit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think if the gun was going to be bigger, it wouldn't be by much. I believe, in my opinion, I think they didn't make it any bigger just for saving some space. I mean, imagine if you had the gun a lot bigger, you're gonna add to the depth of that piece. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like when I looked at it, I was like, oh man, his gun needs to be bigger. I think it kind of worked well. I think it worked just fine.
In person, I felt it worked well as well. I didn't even notice the gun. Like it didn't even pop in my head that at one point I thought the gun was too small. So in person, it it was perfect.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's one of the pieces that, like I mentioned, stole the show from the Sideshow groups, from those guys. And for Caustic Plastic, to me, the Conan. I think the Conan and the Ash with the Conan was so good. The portrait was so good on the Conan, and their Ash as well. Just the detailing and the mixed media on it was probably the better version of Ash that I've seen from the Evil Dead. So those are from that particular company. Great company, great owner as well. The guy's a fantastic person to speak with, and the flow was just great. for everybody that we actually talked to out there. Everybody was there was not one person there that kind of gave you a bad energy, right? They all gave great energy.
Yeah.
So
And that's what I like about it. That's what I like about going, bro. It's like everybody's we all there for the same common goal, man. Just to see these statues and just talk with each other, break bread with each other, and that's why I love going. You know what I'm saying? Like San Diego Comic-Con, I'm pretty sure it's amazing, but I know for a fact you won't get that type of vibe that you get at StatueCon.
No. Not even close. And then and the closeness, you're not going to get that. It's San Diego Comic-Con, you got thousands of people going through there. It's hectic, it's rowdy. I've never been there in person, but I watch all the videos and I'm like, that's just too much.
It's a lot.
But StatueCon, front row parking, you walk in, you check it out, you talk to everybody, you grab a drink, you hang out for hours, come back, go have dinner, do the same thing the next day, and enjoy it. So it was, to me, that was more of a VIP treatment than just spending a buttload of money going to Statue Comic-Con and kind of getting lost in what everything's going on, right? And it's a lot more expensive. Yeah, and I agree with Bats here. Like, the best thing about are the collectors, right? Everybody that's going, right? So you had you had Paris Thompson that was there. You had Jem Mint was there. There were a couple of people that should have been there that I was told, but not everybody. Piggy, yourself, myself, Roger. A lot of good collectors and streamers that showed up to the event. So it was a great time. I can't stop talking about how awesome it was. I hadn't had a great time like that with a group of people in a long time. So it was wonderful. Lane, I know you want to talk about this piece. I do have it here. We're going to share it before we close out the stream tonight. It's something Lane absolutely loves and wants, but everybody else doesn't. So we'll show this. You ready, Lane?
Yeah.
Here we go. The Batman final suit by Prime One, I believe, went up for PO, Lane.
Yep, it is.
I forgot all about this. Yeah.
Trust me, I think everybody. William was listening to me because, Batman statue collector and the roads had all been like, this is never going to come out. They're not going to put this up because this was like not the last showcase, but the showcase before last was the last time we saw this, and it had gone up. And I sent in this whole sounded like it was from a B like sci-fi or like Sword and Sandals Conan movie with some prophecy saying they said this would never come, and Prime One said we deny thee, and then the Batman final suit ticket, and of course he put it up, didn't actually read it, so I was like, we defeated the entire point. You're supposed to put some cheesy Morgan Freeman into it there, like it was an intro to a movie or something. But I love this suit. I think this suit is really cool. I will admit this, for finally getting a Jorge Jimenez based Batman thing or DC based thing, whatever he would have done that they would use. This is the most random darn thing to actually do. Like, here's Jorge Jimenez, he's the regular artist on Batman, but we're going to do from years ago, probably a run on Justice League that no one remembers that Scott Snyder did.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
This is the one where he decided to take out the whole Justice League, right? They tried to fight him. I remember. I think I have that issue.
Yeah,
that was
this
amazing.
Was like the whole Perpetua stuff.
All of that was coming after him and to try to take Batman down.
But all this was just lead up to the freaking Dark Knight Sith.
Yes.
Which is a story most people try and forget. But I just think this suit is. I love the. I own the Hellbat quarter scale from Prime One. It's one of my favorite statues. It is probably one of the ones that will never leave because I like it that much. But I didn't like all the too many parts that came with that one. And live unboxing,
right,
yeah. But this one is kind of. I think we were talking about. It feels kind of that. It feels small a little bit. for considering it's a huge, like, you know, obviously the size of bigger than a building suit.
Do you think, Lane, the reason why they made it the size they did is because the wingspan, the wings going up and stuff?
Oh,
Just,
probably totally.
Right. It's so was the measurement, what was it,
I
28,
think it's
26?
26 and a half or something.
Is that tip of wing or is that tip of head?
I do not know exactly. I assume it's typical.
Because if it's the tip of wing, I think they could have went a little bit taller. You know what I mean? They could have went if they could have went at least. I mean, just to make it more epic, they could have just went at 40 inches. You know, 100, maybe 100 centimeters, maybe less than 40 inches, from bottom of the base to the tip of the wing, and I think that would have worked better. And you could have had the heroes the same size, because like you said, he's the size of a building fighting. You know, theoretically they're supposed to be that small. I feel that Superman should have been in this. I don't know why it's just Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Lantern.
Yeah, he's the big switching out GL or Flash for Superman makes more sense.
It makes sense. I think if they just kept Wonder Woman and Superman and got rid of everybody else, and it's just like them fighting him, I think that would have worked a lot better.
Yeah. I don't know if he was involved in this fight, though. I don't remember the comics. Freddie, do you?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Freddie should. You read
it. Was Superman involved in the battle against the final suit? I don't remember.
Not. I don't think he was in this one. Not in this one. There was another instance where Batman had on the bat suit, and I think he faced Superman in that one. But for this one, I don't think he was.
Yeah, well, because I think that maybe that's why. That's the only because usually a piece like this, you're gonna any kind of Batman Ultimate Weapon versus the Justice League, you're gonna have Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
But I have to say, actually, I do really like the detail though in the smaller figures of Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Lantern. John Stewart. I think they're kind of going here with a smaller, you know, quote, bigger suit, like kind of like the Godzilla piece, the Godzilla piece with all the people as he's stomping through the city.
But isn't that piece larger than this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they could have just made it just as large.
Yeah. But that probably made it over 2,000.
You know, the only thing I think of this piece really is when we watched the reveal of it on the showcase, it gave me more of a toy vibe than a statue vibe, right? That's the only thing I got from when I looked at it. I do love this. I think this is by far my favorite Batman suit. He's got some amazing suits, but this one right here is my favorite of all. Yeah. And I don't know if they did it justice the way they should have done it. Yes, the details are in there, but I don't know. It's just giving me classic toy vibes. Maybe it's just, like I said, maybe it's just the picture in the image. What do you think, Freddie? Because I know you're a big fan of Batman and a lot of their stories. What do you feel about this piece when you look at it?
Overall, I like it, but from what you're saying, I do see what you're saying. It does look toyetic, right? Shiny, kind of. It don't feel that realism. How many did they share a lot of images, or this was?
Oh yeah, there's
I didn't. To be honest, this is the only thing I've seen. Like I haven't seen like pictures of the.
No, they have a huge breakdown, a whole bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see it. I just saw like one or two pics.
My one concern really for this statue is if you don't have, because there's a light up functionality obviously for kind of the under the helmet mask part of it is how does that going to look when it's not lit up? Because they have, of course, a to be determined for the light up functionality for this, and if it's just a helmet, of course, they're probably going to use stupid batteries or something.
Right. Well, they have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, looking at this makes me want to read that arc again. It's been a while. And it was really a good really good arc.
I think it's a really cool. I get why not a lot of people see. There's more than it's got a fair. It's got a.
I like it. That looks good.
Yeah, it's got a fairly decent size to it. But the base, what is nice, the base isn't massive like a lot of pieces. It's still decently sized, but it's not ridiculously.
It reminds me of a Gundam. I like it.
It does.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
All those Gundam pieces look like toys. All those pieces.
Well, I mean, think about one of the. Now, this is maybe my only kind of disappointment is that
Those claws are
switch
not.
out. It's two switch out hands. It's like, whoops,
Yeah.
okay, like so. Oh, so you mean really? If I did not get the bonus version, I'm not missing anything. Like basically,
Yeah.
with it.
What's the wiener claw supposed to be? Because that's not protecting your wiener at all. It's everything but protecting your wiener. That's what I want to fucking know.
Yeah.
Unless does that come off as a fucking sword to put on your
See,
gauntlet?
look at look at the paint. See, I would say
It's
on
a
some of
scratchy,
these,
man.
like the paint, like the paint color details and everything around the head sculpt, like the inner part of the, for some reason having the really high neckline that this thing has. I really like the paint colorations and everything. And
I don't like that little toy. What is that thing? That blue. That is like the hot toy.
It looks like it's from G.I. Joe's.
I hate that.
G.I. Joe's from the
Hate that.
80s and early 90s that look like that. That's what I was thinking, Freddie. 100%.
I think it's really, but I'm not completely surprised because like another statue I'm not pre-ordering, but I may pick up after it comes out.
Yeah.
Is a lot, I think almost no one has a ton of interest in is like Fade Routha from Dune 2. I love that how that Fade Routha looks.
Yeah.
And because it's got a really small base, like very small base. I really like that one quite a bit, the third scale, but like they dropped the ES down to like 100 from like I think it was only 250 or 300. So I was like, yeah, nobody's interested in this particular statue. But I think the final suit is one I could see getting canceled, even though it's gone up for pre-order.
Probably.
That's 100% getting canceled. 100%, dude. What are you fucking talking about? Maybe that's not.
It is a good suit, man. I feel like I think it should have been executed better because I think it's one of the best suits. It's a really nice suit.
Here's the thing. Here's my opinion on that. I don't think the suit was out enough for people to care. Like if they were using the suit a lot in different arcs and different comics, and you see it all like Tony Stark's Mark III or something, and you see it a lot, and people start loving it, I would believe it would sell well. But because it's only in like a few issues, maybe if that, a couple pages. Like, I don't think there was a lot of it. It was just that storyline, and that was kind of it. And that's what I feel it's going to hurt this piece more than not. So I do agree it's going to get canceled. I don't, even though being my favorite suit, it's not something I'm going to pick up. It's just like, I don't.
Yeah.
You guys didn't even remember if like Superman was there. Like you were pushing.
Yeah, I don't, because it was a while ago, but I don't think Superman was this one. It wasn't this one.
Nobody's fucking buying this. Nobody.
Yeah,
I don't even remember who was fighting to know the suit that he was kicking Justice League's behind.
Just know the suit. Yeah. The whole point is the suit.
I'm not into comics like you nerds. So, like, if I see a movie, I remember the shit that's in the movie. Like, you guys don't remember. Like,
man, Jacob is such a live action elitist right now. He's like, if there ain't 5 foot long,
I'm not an elitist.
Jacob
not at all.
Totally. If there isn't hairy feet or 5 foot long beards in this, get DPF out. And just DPF out of here, or just
to defend myself, Jacob. Okay, it's easier to remember a movie than it is for me to read a comic and remember every detail in the book.
There's tons of comics, man.
When you've seen thousands of movies, thousands, and you can go to a specific scene, like everything that's there. Like
it's something about visually. It's something about visually watching something to retain it, than just like kind of skipping through a page and reading it.
Yeah, it's
right. But if you're playing a comic piece, don't you want it to bring you back to that nostalgia or that one scene of that comic?
Yeah, but with the comics though, because again, I've read tons of. I'm more so into DC, so I've read tons of DC stuff, and I could recall arcs in my brain. But a lot of times, it's like watching a movie. It's like I haven't seen it in ages, right? I'm like I can't remember everything. Like one of my favorite stories is Green Lantern's Brightest Day, Darkest Night. Like that was like one of my like top arcs, like for both of those or whatever. But like right now, I can remember bits and pieces, but I can't remember everything in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of content.
Okay. Let's go back to this. So like this piece or the concept of Batman as Berserk? Like, which one would you rather have? Like, they're both kind of weird, kind of out there. Like,
well, you know what? In the new one, the Dark Knight's Metal, right? Actually, no, forget that. Not Dark Knight's Metal. What's the new the new like no the
Absolute?
new art that yeah, thank you, Absolute. I was trying to remember the new one. That's
Yeah.
fresh in everybody's brain, right? They love it, but a lot of people have not read it, but they've seen the art from it, and it's because it's so popular. They'll see the art and like, oh wow, that's the new Joker, and not even once know what the Joker was in
the hell's
or
going
how he
on,
was
yeah.
fighting, or even the suits. How many times we on these shows it's like, oh man, that's a cool Batman suit, Wonder Woman suit, whatever the design.
Yeah.
No one knows what they were doing in that comic issue more than everybody just talking about it, because Absolute run right now is hot right now and the designs are hot, so people are like, oh, I'll buy that one, I like the way that look. No one knows what happened in that story or who they was fighting, you know what I'm saying? Because it's popular.
who was
It's
fucking Black Ice there with all his DC shit there? What do you think of like that?
I mostly remember from Absolute Batman when he punted a murderous like 4-year-old into the ocean or into the bay. That's what I remember.
Is that a piece that got you, Black Ice? Is that like
Jacob, how many people read Berserk and collecting in Berserk stuff right now? A lot of Alan Keith was like, I never watched Berserk, and he's like, it looks cool.
Yeah.
It do
Yeah,
look- it do-
it's
yeah.
good.
He's one out of a million collectors?
No, a lot of collectors have not seen
No, they know
or
the
watched
artwork.
all of the
They
or
know-
even read. A lot of collectors have not read the manga.
They
May have seen the animation, but not have read the manga.
or they
Still
see
like
the
the pieces.
artwork and the creatures, and they get that.
Yeah.
Berserk
with-
is driven by
with
the art
Berserk-
style, not the story. For people who buy a lot of this.
Yeah, because I know, like for me, for instance, with Berserk, I got the statues first, and then I watched.
Yeah, a lot of people did
the
that.
show,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
a lot of
No,
people-
you guys are blowing my mind right now. I thought
Well, I mean, I saw Berserk, like I knew it from the anime back from the 90s. Like,
That's me too.
Gotcha, yeah.
I only saw the
I knew it
anime.
mostly for
Yeah.
bad
Right.
animation,
I never read it.
but
Right.
I saw the Golden Age movies that was like kind of filled in actually better how we got to the point of God's hand. I mean, Berserk in any kind of animated form has had a really hard time moving beyond just the appearance of God's hand. But it's that art style. It's seeing Nosferatu's eye. It's seeing Griffith. It's seeing Slon. It's seeing.
So wait. So Black Ice, you did see the '90s before buying the statue, though.
No.
You just
You
didn't.
know, I bought the
No.
statues first,
Mhm.
Man,
and then
He's not the
I-
only
I-
one. A lot of collectors have done that. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I know in this community have done the same thing.
yeah.
dude, I'm too far out of this shit. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's
But
crazy.
that's the thing, though. Berserk. That's what makes it so unique. It's one of the things that the art style was so universal.
Yep.
Which is what these
detail.
pieces should be. So I get it.
Yeah, I mean, if you had told someone 10 years ago, hey, guess what? They're going to do a Grunbell, like $2,000 statue that glows in the dark from, his dragon apostle form. They're going to do that, and you can spend another like $4,000 on a full-size Grunbell versus Berserk. Like, that guy barely appears in the manga, but
Yeah.
people are still going to buy it.
He bought it. Yeah.
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 Or that new Zod. Like I said, they're going to make 3 or 4 of that one guy who, had not appeared for a long time in the manga, but he just has 2 striking designs that people
Right.
have made multiple different statues for. I think, it has a zeitgeist of the perfect art style that transfers across culture, because his style, even in comparison to a lot of manga styles, is very detailed. In comparison, that's why it took him forever up to when he like kind of killed him, literally almost kind of killed him.
Right.
Jacob, have you not bought a statue that you've never seen the content for, and you're just like, man, that's cool, I want it, and then
Fuck no. No. I don't know if you know this, but space is real estate, and I'm gonna have to sell like a ton of shit. I don't have room for some I've never fucking seen. No way.
So Jacob, so if you saw this badass elfin fucking warrior thing, and you're like, that would look great with my Lord of the Rings, and you didn't know any lore about it, you just bought it, you wouldn't buy it. You have to know the lore about it.
What about seeing it, liked it, but then like I'm gonna go watch or research about it, then come back and be like, you know what? Yes, now I'm gonna buy it now.
Wait.
You see the thing, the statue. You love the statue. I want to learn more about it. Watch it.
So
now I'll come back and say, hey, buy it, yeah.
Okay, so you got me there. I'm not gonna buy it, but I was close. The Prime 1 Ninja Scroll, when that came out, I really like that statue. Yes. And never saw Ninja Scroll. Watch it. I'm like, it's pretty freaking good.
I'm still just sad we only got the one. I've been wondering where's more of the Ninja Scroll statues.
I love Ninja Scroll.
But no, you did get me there, Freddie. But no, I've never bought a statue. Again, I'm different, I guess. Statues are art. I don't buy it because it's art. I buy it because it gets me in the feels. You know what I mean? It takes me
nostalgia for it. Yeah.
Either nostalgia or brings me back to that specific scene that really moved me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm.
And you're more focused on something specific. You're
a feeling. A different feeling. There's like a feeling of art, then there's a feeling of like.
I would like to say, Jacob, I'm actually in your camp. I mean, one, because money's not. Yeah, I can't just like buy. Like, I have to. If I'm spending my money, I have to buy something that connects with me because how my money is. I don't have big money like that, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
But but I'm just saying that there are some pieces though, which is on my list that I'm like, man, I really do like it. I might get it, and even though I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, there's a lot of those pieces. No, I get it, but no, I've not bought that. But at the same time, I bought plenty of stuff that I regret buying. I'm not saying that.
I think we've all been there where we regret buying something, right? We've all been there. Yeah. But anyways, guys, we're almost at the 2-hour 20-minute mark.
One more question. Was Mr. X at StatueCon?
No, he was supposed to be. But he didn't make it, so I
was going to ask, like, can that motherfucker really drink like Quint from Jaws, or is it all fucking show? Like, I needed to know that. Like, that was my big question.
Yeah. Maybe next year. Go ahead, Ice.
I'm going to say he was there last year for just a brief moment. I think like one day I seen him, and I think he had a cup in his hand when I seen him.
A cup,
but I think, but everybody had a cup in their hands.
I was gonna say, he I don't know how often he drinks, but yeah, I mean, I know he definitely had a cup in his hand. But like he said, everybody has a cup in their hand.
Yeah,
no, I'm picturing him like he's got like a king cobra in each hand, duct tape, and he's just fucking going.
He's got a camel bag full of bourbon and soda, and he's just like sucking from a straw.
Man, I was hoping he was there. I was going to ask you guys what it was like to party with him.
No, he wasn't there. Okay, I did ask about it, but
that's all I wanted.
But Marco said that he's like extremely busy guy, and if he can make it, he make it. And that's fine. Ant from PCS was supposed to be there too. He didn't show up, so there are a lot of people that's supposed to be there, and. Well, I say supposed to be there, but said they could try to make it and they didn't make it. And it's just life. It's just the way it is. I barely made it, but we were able to make it. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for jumping here at ASB Collectibles for this live unboxing and the shenanigans. And our special guest, Black Ice, he jumped on the stream here, hang out with us. So hopefully we could see him more often here on the stream when he has availability. FBJ also, he's very far and few, very rare on the channel, but when we do have them, it's a pleasure to have them. And we got Jacob and the Legend Lane. Of course, it was almost close to a Marcos stream today because what we were telling Jacob, he almost lost his mind, like Legend Lane does with Marcos when Marcos says some really, really bad shenanigans stuff. So I think we were there. Almost, we're very close. Jacob was. He was about to yell at me and Freddie like Lane does with Marcos.
3.
I respect you guys.
Predator 2.
I have plenty of terrible opinions. You know what I mean? opinions, everybody has them. They're not always right.
Yeah.
But
that's a biased opinion right there. But yeah, so really appreciate everybody to jumping on the stream. We're gonna do our best to keep doing it every weekend. I do have a plethora of statues to unbox. This one came in for my personal collection. It's the Grail. I had to do this one, and I do have future other X-Force pieces to unbox, and XM Hulkbuster coming in here shortly, hopefully soon. Shout out to Juan Ortega, Artist Future. K Mags was in the house. Roger, So Much 3D. Cypher jumped in. Let's see. Godlike Jimmy, thank you for jumping in. Bats was in the house as well. Amazing person, met at the Statue Con. Let's see. Mr. Popo, always love Mr. Popo. E-Man was in the house. Alan Kiefer. Let's keep going. I just want to give the shout outs to those that jumped on the panel that put the messages out there. And that was about it. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning here to ASV Collectibles. Again, shout out there to Black Guys for jumping in, our special guest. And we will see you on the next live unboxing and Shenanigans. Peace.